It's 11:30 on Monday. I haven't uploaded any videos yet. I'm going to do that a bit later.
And I'm going to give something to the family one.
We're just off down to the big house to try and sort out this alarm and see if we can get somebody out to look at it today. I hope so, because
Seagull!
yeah, big seagull. Bloody thing's been going beep every sort of 20 seconds or so for the last 24 hours now. Bloody thing. But I will, we weren't prepared to call somebody out on a Sunday to flick a switch, which is probably all that it needs, but I don't know enough about it to do that. So yeah. It was Summerslam Weekend, brilliant weekend. Saturday night we stayed up it's 5 a.m. before we got to sleep on Saturday because we were watching SummerSlam, and then my mum called me at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. The fire alarm's going off and we can't fix it. I was like, oh my god. So thankfully Carl watched Daryl for a couple of hours so I could get a nap, and then Carl fell asleep during NXT last night because there was another wrestling event last night, and that was really, really good as well. So yeah, I'm short on sleep from this weekend, so there were no videos, and I didn't upload the vlog last night. But yesterday we did get quite a lot done, didn't we? We mowed the lawn, we pulled a load of weeds, we sprayed Daryl until he was soaking wet, and Kyle got soaking wet, didn't he?
That way?
No, we'll keep going straight. So yeah, I got quite a bit done that way, I washed my hair. And I ended up doing it twice because I followed these instructions. Go on in front because she's worried you're going to kick her. I followed these recommendations from Liza Locks about pouring aloe vera juice over your hair after you've washed it to help condition it. And I thought, yeah, great idea. So I bought a bottle of aloe vera juice. It wasn't until I went to pour it all over my hair I realised it had pulp in it. And I was like, yeah, but it's aloe vera. That'll just melt in hot water, won't it? Doesn't. I washed my hair, poured this aloe vera juice all over it, rinsed, put it up in a towel. When I took it out, I had all this white crap in my hair, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I had to go back upstairs and wash my hair again. So I bought this Herbal Essences hydrating clarifying shampoo. I tell you what, my dress felt really nice today. I still used my Raw Roots one, but I used the Herbal Essences on like the rest of my hair, and it feels really nice and soft and clean, which is really, really good. So yeah, it was a busy day yesterday, and then I didn't get to bed until 3:30, 4 this morning. No milk, so I've not even had a cup of tea or a smoothie. Ran out yesterday and I forgot to go over the road before the shop shut, so I'll have to do that when we get home, get some milk
and some food.
And food.
And by the way, when Mum was mowing the lawn, I was following her like a maze.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So yeah, pretty good weekend all round. I'm in the process of knitting an entrelac headband. I had started one with some beautiful yarn I found, but there wasn't enough of it. Because I doubled it up. It would have probably done if I'd singled it, maybe. So I switched and I'm using a different kind of yarn, which is sort of like stone coloured. So I think that'll look quite nice. It's the first time I've done entrelac, so no. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with myself. And now that I've almost finished the headband and I know how to do it, I can substitute yarns and needle sizes and all that lot. So I might have a go with that other yarn and see if I can make it fit. Come here. There's the cars. So yeah, nearly at my mum's. So let's get this fire alarm sorted. It's 12:25 and I'm so tired, I feel sick and I've got a headache. I haven't had a headache for a good couple of weeks. Not a bad one, I've had a mild but no, this is because I'm tired. This is what I get for shorting myself on sleep. The department are coming out to shut the alarm off, if not fix it, at some point today. They said we will get out at least today to turn the damn thing off. So was like, yay, because I said, you know, everybody here wants to kill it. For some reason our account had been closed, which is why it didn't get serviced this year. Odd. Nobody could find a reason why, and I didn't close the account, neither did my mum, so yeah, odd. Oh, God, I'm so tired. I think tonight is going to be a bath and an early bed, I think, because I'm really tired. Look at my eyes. I'm just looking in the camera. Look. Oh, so puffy. Has anybody got any remedy for puffy eyes that don't smell like cucumber? Or, you know, old tea bags? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to try and eat because I feel a bit sick actually. But I've bought myself some lunch. So I'm going to try and eat now a cup of tea. I think I'll take some paracetamol as well. Just kill this headache before it actually does anything. I've got an accent set coming for my dreads. Now I was thinking of staying with like the sort of earthy tones, you know, the browns and the blacks, and maybe chucking some greens in there. And then Crafty Eyeliner put up this set that she's called like Ocean something or other, and they're sort of like turquoises and teals, and I think she's from the Maldives or something, so that, you know, the sea's that gorgeous turquoise colour. So I ordered a couple of them, and then somebody else, I can't remember who it was now, showed us 10, it's a 10 set accent set. What an accent set is like these, yeah, where you can add in like you know, like my scents and that, where you can add in. Now you can either get ones that match for bulk like I have here, or you can get ones that add in for colour. And these ones that are, yeah, they're gorgeous. They're black at the top, and then they go purple, and then they go pink, and they're really nice. And I was like, oh, and they're really cheap. I mean, stupendously cheap. She only wants like £25 for a 10 set. That is like ridiculously cheap. And £6 postage. I was like, yay! And she'll do nice long ones so that when my extensions arrive, they will be the same length. Unlike sort of these, which don't, you know, they only sort of go down so far. This is annoying. This keeps happening on this side. These only go down like when I'm, you know, upright to sort of boob length. So whereas the extent, see, these are all, you know, whatchamacallem, synthetics. But then I've got my Darrow Dread, which is longer. So when I get my extensions, it will lengthen again. But then I'll have a few shorter ones that I've currently got in. Look at that loop. Yeah, I'll have some shorter ones in, which will give it more volume. And then the accent sets, which will give it volume and colour. I've spent a lot of money on dreads. A lot of money. I've really spoiled myself. I've been really naughty. So, yeah. But, yeah. I want to, what I'm looking for now, if anybody watches my channel and you knit or you crochet or anything, I want something that works like a cowl, but with a massive hood to contain all my dreads for in the winter when it's like really fucking cold. You know, just a really big hood that I could pull up. Because I like hoods. Hoods are like all mysterious and that. But I want a really big one. And I've got no idea about how to go about making one. And I was thinking maybe like a cowl neck scarf, an infinity scarf or something. Oh, sorry. So an infinity scarf around my neck that sits on my shoulders, and then this massive hood. I saw somebody wearing a poncho the other day. I haven't seen people wearing poncho for ages. But she was wearing this, I can't remember what you call it. It's something or other lace, which makes the big stitches, yeah? Oh, God, what the hell is it called? It's a knitting technique, and you use like a piece of cloth to make your stitches really, really long. Is it hairpin lace? Is that what I'm thinking of? Anyway, she was wearing this poncho, and it had this really big hood on it. and it was all very lace weight, you know, ideal for sort of this kind of weather where it's a little bit cooler. It had a massive hood, and I thought, oh, that was pretty. I don't necessarily want a poncho, just a cowl type, you know, something that sits on the shoulders. I can maybe pull it down when it's a little bit cold. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I know what it is that I want, I just can't find it online. Any ideas?
I just made a new one for my puppets. And I went down. Please, can I show that?
No. He's jumping off my bed.
I'm going to be going, so goodbye. See you in London.
Oh, God. I wish. Good morning. Or is it afternoon yet? No, it's still morning. It's 11 o'clock. I finished my headband last night. It looks alright, but it's a bit wide, so I'm a bit disappointed.
I've just been in London and
I'm sort of like regretting putting in a little bit of the extra length that I did, because it doesn't sit like nice and tight. It's a bit loose, but it will do for like winter because it is so thick. I am going to make another one now that I know how to, but I'm going to make it out of probably a sock yarn is what I'm thinking. I've got some nice sock yarn downstairs that I could use. Oh, well, I've got loads of sock yarn downstairs that I could use. I might go for a self-stripy one, see how that comes out, because I bought some of those not that long ago off of
I'm going to jump with Question.
Delicious Fibre Arts. Don't jump, Daryl.
Question didn't go.
So yeah, I might try to see what one of those looks like, you know, or some of the
well,
I can't remember what they're bloody called. Can't remember, but you know, I've got some nice yarn downstairs that I can have a go at.
okay.
Sort of reds and pinks and that. So I might try that as well.
Ready? Steady, go. Oh my God.
See what we're doing. We're about to go and do teeth and start getting dressed.
I'm not getting.
Got to go down and pay my mum's bills. Oh, my back aches. And then I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Then we'll probably go for a walk.
To the park.
The park, apparently. I don't want to.
But we have to.
I know. He's jumping off my bed.
Oh, come on. Just once. Can I show them?
Let's see what else. School in about 10 days time. I think we've got everything that we need. He's got a PE kit. He's got new pants and socks.
Where's the ball? Oh, there you are.
He's got a jumper and all that. Looks, I bought that when he actually started going back, but he hasn't used it yet. So he's got just about everything he needs. I think he needs new waterproofs for rainy play. So I need to go and buy those at some point. Yeah, I think that's about it really. So we're up to date on that. I broke this week. For all the dreads that I've been buying. Nothing's arrived. I bought all this stuff and nothing's arrived yet. So I'm waiting for my extensions, which I'm hoping will be sent today or tomorrow, because she said, like, was it 7 to 10 working days? And I ordered them last Friday. Not Friday just gone, the Friday before. So that's been over a week. Stop jumping on me.
I'm trying to get back.
Yes, that's been just over a week. I ordered some hair wraps, which are coming from Manchester. So, and they're done, so they should be here soon.
The eel went down.
They're in a sort of,
I'm gonna go.
They're from Crafter Eyeliner. They're the turquoisey tealy ones. I ordered 2 or 3 of those, and then I've ordered the pink purple set. I think she said there's a 2-week turnaround on those. So in order of receipt, it should be Eyeliner, the turquoisey ones, the extensions, and then the pinky purple. That's how it should go, I think. But I've not had dispatch notification on any of it. So I'm a bit like, where's my shit that I've paid lots of money for? This is my eel. Stuart bought me this eel about 20 years ago.
And this is my crusher that Kyle bought
Stuart
me.
bought me this about 20 odd years ago. And I always kept him, and always he's always been my bed buddy.
And my always bed buddy is my friends, the Pappos.
Yeah, he's got about 3,000 bed
10
buddies.
million.
10 million, yeah, it feels like it. Just get off my bed. Oh my god, my floor looks like a toy factory with pillows. I'm tired. Summerslam Weekend has fucking knackered me out. It really has. I'm so tired.
Over.
The stupid thing was, as well, yesterday afternoon, I fell asleep on my desk. I just rested while I was watching something, and then I dozed off. And Daryl came in and woke me about 20 minutes later. He was like, I'm calling you. And I was like, were you? I must have fallen asleep. I didn't mean to. And that was like a massive power nap. That is 20 minutes. I ended up staying up till fucking midnight to finish this headband. So yeah, I'm a bit annoyed that it's not wearable now because it's too hot. But I should have known that, being as it was doubled up yarn.
Ready?
I put pictures on it on my Instagram. If you want to go and have a look, by all means go and have a look. But I'm definitely going to have a go at making one with sock yarn.
Can you make one for me, please?
Because now that I know what I'm doing, I can adjust it accordingly, she says.
Mum, hit me off again.
And my thumbs are getting better. My right thumb's still a little bit sore in that joint there. So I'm gonna, knitting's okay, but crocheting obviously is obviously what's causing it. So when my thumbs are feeling a little bit better, I'll do a little bit more crochet. So I'll work up to it, because I like the Pico one that I did, the purple one.
Pico?
And I want to do, I've got some sock yarn downstairs in oranges and peaches and all that. I think it's a Regia yarn.
Oh my god, that's a Chinese
And I did start with that, but my thumbs were so sore.
Down on my bum.
Because obviously it's smaller yarn and smaller hook, so I had to stop, basically. So yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, the yarn I'm thinking of using for the Untitled headband. It's like the softer version of Noro, but I can't remember what it's called.
This is gonna be freaky, Mum.
And I bought loads of it because I was going to make a cardigan. I never got around to it. I think I could send him back and get a new one.
Oh no!
Quiet one, maybe.
I came from in there.
You came from in there? What, in my tummy? Is that where you were? Can I have a quiet Daryl? That'd be nice. She's like, no. No. Behave. My mum was saying to me yesterday, she's so different from your nephew, or my great nephew. And I was like, really? She said, yeah. I said, he barely talks. And I was like, okay, he's 2. And I was like, I've never met him. I don't get on with my niece, so. And I was like, all right. And I said, what? Not at all. She said, no, not really. She said, he comes over at me, and that's it. And she said, but Daryl was out there at the time talking his nan's ear off, yeah, talking to my sister. So she said, yeah, she was like, yeah, my grandson barely says a bloody word. And I was like, oh, I can't shut my kids up. You're never quiet, are you? Even when you're asleep, you talk in your sleep. You need a haircut.
Wait, I talk in my sleep?
Yeah.
That's not possible.
It is possible.
No.
It is.
Wait a minute. Just downloading my camera. Yes, I now saw it because I had a camera on me.
Yeah, the camera. Okay. Oh, God.
That was the old Hulk
Oh,
smash.
you're mean. Stop it. You're so horrible to me, YouTube.
Oh.
And then he lies all over me and says, but I'm cuddling.
Oh.
Ouch. Do you know what? Just because you're lying on me does not make it a cuddle. Don't giggle. Giggling at me. Hey, that's my ear, you ass.
I'll go and get him.
Chuck all your toys out the bloody window, horrible child.
Okay, then I will open that window and grab it and launch it down there. You can do that.
I will give all your toys to I'll give all your toys to somebody who you don't like.
I don't like Tommy.
There you go then. I'll give all your toys to him.
No!
Oh, could you get my ear back, please? Horrible child.
Go! Ow!
Don't throw it. This toy's older than you are.
What?
Mine.
That's not possible.
That's not possible. That's his saying at the moment. That's not possible.
That's not possible.
Right. I'm going to get up. My hair feels really good at the moment. It feels like nice and tight, and you know, at the roots where I use that raw roots soap, even like the length of it
Mummy,
feels.
I'm gonna roll down.
And I didn't use the soap much on the length. I used that Herbal Essences hydrating shampoo, but my hair feels really good. It's a little bit wispy, but yeah, it feels really nice and tight. That's my one of my thin ones. That.
Okay, big toothless, time to roll.
I keep debating whether to join that with another one or not, because I got like another thin one just behind it somewhere. I don't know, I can't find it at the moment. But I keep debating to join a couple of them because these are so thin. You know, make one big dread, but then I think that's a large area of dreaded hair. And I had that before and I didn't really like it. Oh. Right. I am dressed. My hair is kind of up. Time to get makeup done.
And I already have my brush.
That's my brush, not yours.
One, I gave it to you, and it's still mine.
Two, I gave it to you first, so, you know, be quiet. So I thought I'd do a little hyperlapse video on my makeup. The camera's slightly off angle, which is a bit annoying really, but there we go. Yeah, so what I did was, that was primer I just put on my face, and this is a colour corrector to get rid of my little red nose, you know, and yeah, the redness on my chin and just general sort of redness around. It's a green based one. Then I use my foundation and I put all that on with my brush. Swish it all around, make sure you get down in your neck. And as you can see, Daryl's got my makeup brushes in the background and he's doing his face as well. Once I put the foundation on over that colour corrector cream, it works really, really well and it does take away all the redness. So once I finished with the foundation on my face with my brush, I then, yeah, because I'd forgotten, I then go and get my sponges wet. There you go, Daryl's just showing you. Look, yeah, there you go. Bless him. Yeah, I go and get my sponges wet and I just dab over it, and it sort of helps it all blend together and take away any stroke marks. Brush stroke marks, I mean. Then that dries off and I get this, which is like a concealer brightener type thing. Now this time I used my brush and then a sponge. Today when I did my makeup, I just went straight into the sponge. Right now I'm getting my eyeshadow, and I use about 4 or 5 different colours. This is my base colour, so even if the rest all fades away, it still looks, you know. I'm actually watching a makeup video on YouTube at the same time as doing my makeup, actually, so there you go. And I blend that in as much as I can. Then I do the dark bit to give myself the smoky eye effect. The hardest thing I find is getting my eyes the same, you know. And then this is my blending brush. This blends better than the other one does. And I blend it all in and make it look all gorgeous and smoky and all that lot. And then see whether it needs a little bit more. And then Daryl picked which light colour I was going to have on my lids. Putting a lighter colour on my lids actually makes my eyes look less hooded than they are. So yeah, I put that on and I blended that in a little bit. And then he was like, I want some colour. So we did his colour as well. He had a very, very tiny amount on, it's fine. And then I put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath. I'm not 100% confident doing this yet. So I never know whether I've done enough. You know, sometimes I think I need to put more, but then I'm a bit worried about looking silly. Then I used a light, like a highlighter almost shade at the top there and in the corner. And then I had a root around looking for something else. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, this was my eyeliner. I'm really sorry I'm off camera and you can't see this. This is an eyeliner that I recently bought, and it took me ages to actually try it because I didn't have the confidence. And I quite like it when it's on. It looks alright. I just do a little bit across the top lid really. I dropped my phone. Yeah, I dropped my phone. I was like, oh shit, I've dropped my phone. Oh shit. Holding the pencil like that, it's actually one of those like brush marker type ones, but holding it like that actually gives me more angle to work with, if you like. Oh, this is my mascara. I've just switched to this. I think it's like the Colossal Lashes or something. God, I love this so much better than I did the last one. It doesn't clump and my lashes look fucking amazing. So now my eyes are gone. It's time to put a bit of, that's my eyes finished. Time to do a little bit of blusher. And then I blend all that in with this soft brush. And then I put a little bit of highlighter over the top of it. Also on my nose, my chin, my cupid's bow, and above my eyes. Then I get my face powder and that goes all over it basically. And you can see me frantically blowing it all away. This is my lip liner. I use the same colour lip liner. Don't really matter what shade I'm wearing. And then I use a Superstay Matte Liquid lipstick, number 160, Maybelline I think it is. This is my usual shade. The only issue I have with this is that it's very, very drying. By the end of the day, my lips feel very dry. But yeah, I just, you know, I thought I would show you guys my routine, as it were. You get a bit of setting spray, some pretentious wafting. Then I lick my finger and I clean all my jewellery off. And that's pretty much it. So, you know, glasses back on so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Check the headbands all in place and kiss. Sorry about that, I dropped the phone. I knocked it while I was doing it. So yeah, my glasses have gone dark because I was in the kitchen feel like my bun's gonna fall down. I might have to redo it because I'm not very happy about all this at the back. So yeah, there we go. I'm all shiny, lots of highlighter.
Mum, look.
Yes, watches. You've got a watch.
I want that one.
You don't wear the watch that you've got. So yeah, I've got my purple top on, jeans.
But there's a Toy Story.
I'm ready to rock.
Me
Definitely
too.
going to do something about this bun because it's coming down. So yeah. I've redone my hair. I've also darkened my eyebrows slightly. I don't know if I've done this right or if I look ridiculous. I hope that looks okay. Right, we are going to go out. I need to clean my smoothie cup because I forgot to do it this morning. Shocking. I don't normally forget. I normally, like, as soon as I finish, get up and clean it, but I forgot today. So yeah, I hope that looks alright. Redone my hair. Still wants to fall down, but there you go. It's up. It's a bit more secure now as well. So yeah, I feel really good. So Mum's bills are paid. We're off to the park. It's 1:30. It's 22 degrees Celsius. And there are people walking their dogs. That annoys me no end, you know. They don't realise how hot it is. You know, they're out here in their t-shirts and lightweight outfits. It's like your dog's wearing a fur coat and the pavement is, they're basically walking on it on bare feet, you know. It's like, why don't you have some fucking sympathy for your poor dog? So I thought I'd show you the opposite. I use a Superstay eraser to get the, 24-hour Superstay lipstick shit off that's by the end of the day quite dry. And then all I use is Nivea, is it micellar or micellar, whatever, however you, a couple of drops of that on a cotton pad and it takes off everything on my face. What I used on my eyebrows, which I didn't record because I'd never used it before and I was a bit nervous, was a eyebrow like mascara type stuff basically, and that went on quite well. So I've used that again today and I'm quite liking how it looks. So yeah, and then I just use the other side of the pad to help get the lippy off. I look a bit like a clown, but there you go. Get around the jewellery nice and carefully and then get the excess off. And that's pretty much it, just wash and moisturise your face properly afterwards. So I'm just uploading week 33 last week and I'd forgotten to tell you, well, I didn't know until Monday what the issue with the fire alarm was, and I was 100% right. The batteries had degraded, so even though it's hooked into the mains, it needs to have a decent battery backup so that if there is a power cut, the batteries take over, sort of like having a generator really. And they said, oh, well, you haven't had it serviced for like 18 months. And I said, yeah. I was wondering about that. And she said, well, your account was closed. But you were out here not that long ago doing my fire extinguishers. And she said, yeah. She said, I don't know what's going on here. So I don't know why the account's closed. So that's why it hadn't been serviced. And that's why the batteries had degraded. So I was like, okay, fine. But can somebody come out and fucking fix it? Or at least shut it up. So yeah, we ended up paying £51 call-out charge to replace 2 batteries that cost less than £20 each. So yeah, I've now got a bill for £110. That's not including VAT, by the way. So yeah, that £51 not including VAT, and then £19 something each not including VAT tax. That is. So yeah, my total bill is something like £109. Let's see where we at, what have we been doing? We've not really been doing a lot. We've gone to the park a couple of times. I've just basically been trying to recover from Summerslam Weekend. I was exhausted, absolutely exhausted. I can't do this whole staying up thing. It's just too much. I get worn out so quickly. It's not even funny. It really isn't. I am also thinking of not doing the vlog anymore. Not the vlog, the Today My Boo Journal, because it's the same thing day after day after day. And I think the only thing that changes is what tarot card I pull. Well, I could incorporate that into my vlog. Okay, it would be nice to be able to come in and go, oh, tick that off in my journal, rather than waiting until 7, 8 o'clock at night and then going, oh shit, what did I do? Because you guys know my memory is absolutely atrocious. So yeah, I'm seriously thinking of dropping today in my blue journal and just sticking with the vlog. How do you guys feel about that? Spoke to Callie today. Nathaniel's rolled from front to back twice. Yesterday? Day before yesterday? Can't remember, she did tell me. So yeah, that was something new. Yeah, I went down and cleaned the big house. I've put the room up for rent on the local pages. I've got my hair in a spider web. I found this gorgeous makeup palette on Facebook, and it's Jolie Beauty, and it's called the Sorceress Palette, and I'm seriously thinking about getting it. It's got like loads of different colours in it. It's really pretty. I'll put a picture up next to me so you guys can see it, and it's really pretty. And I'm like, look at that, sparkly, and this means I would get to play with just about any colour I want to, because there's purples and greens definitely in it. There's a bit of blue and brown as well. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, there's the picture. It's 40 quid. I don't quite have enough money. So I don't know. I've got a makeup free day today just to give my skin a bit of a break, because I'm not used to wearing it all the time. I don't, if I'm not doing anything, then I try not to put it on. So we've got busy month coming up. We have got in September the first Saturday. Well, Daryl goes back to school the first Thursday of September, so that's the 2nd. On the Saturday, Blake over the road is having a birthday party, so he's going to be there for a couple of hours. And then Alex has got an OPW show that night, so we've got to do that. I get my nails done on the following Wednesday, and then the 2nd Saturday of the month we're going to Essex for a show, and then 2 weeks after that Kyle turns 30. Now Carl will sort of have lunch with me. We'll go out and have lunch somewhere, and then in the evening he gets together with John's Club. John's Club is a charity that basically provides a safe place for vulnerable adults and young people to go to, so people with autism and Down syndrome and all that kind of thing, for socialisation and a chance for them to make friends with other people like them. And he always for the last 10 years has been celebrating his birthday with somebody whose birthday is like, I think it's a day or so after his, or a week after his, so because his birthday falls on a Saturday, they're having their party on his birthday, so he's chuffed to bits. Fortunately, Alex has an over 18 show and strings here on the island, and I really want to go. I've got nobody to babysit. I've asked Shelf down the road. I say Shelf. Her name is Michelle. Daryl has been calling her Shelf since he was old enough to talk. She's lived down there since my children were at school, my older children. Our children went to school together. Her son works in the Chinese takeaway. Her daughter lives up on the mainland. I think she's at uni, And Michelle's been childminding 30 odd years at least, and Daryl calls her Shelf. So we all call her Shelf now, and we don't call her husband Bob, he's Mr. Shelf. So yeah, I saw Shelf today and I said to her about it, and she said I do the odd little bit of babysitting. She said I'll have a look in my diary. So God knows how much that's going to cost me, because I'm going to need her for about 6 hours, if not a little bit more. I'll have to see. So she said she would let me know. But yes, my calendar's looking quite full for September, especially the weekends. And then in October, I'm really excited about, on October 24th, we're going up to Warrington, and I'm going to be staying with Becca. Yay! So I'm really, really, really looking forward to that. Yeah. I finished the Entrelac headband. It's all right, but it's a bit big. I'll try and remember to put some pictures here so you can see it. So I'm now doing it on a smaller yarn and smaller needles. Just turn it around so there's a bit of purple in it, as you can see. So it won't be quite so wide because it sits that way. So it won't be quite so wide, but I'm going to obviously have to do it longer because it won't be as long. So yeah, but now I've got the gist of it. I think I understand what I'm doing. Also, I've done a makeup thing which you saw yesterday, was it? I did it, and what I didn't put on camera because I hadn't used it before was this stuff, and it's brow mascara. And I think this is what I need. And I do have a brow palette as well. Where is it? These are both Brow This Way by Rimmel. So I got that one. And I did use a little bit of it with the brush just to darken up. And then I used the brow mascara on top. And it worked quite well. I was quite pleased with it. And it stuck all day. And I washed it off. Or I took it off. Yeah, well, you saw me take my makeup off. So you would have seen the brows on the bit where I took the makeup off, but yeah, because I haven't actually edited all that yet, so I can't remember. That's the thing, I record one day and then the next day I come to record and I'm like, I can't remember what the hell I've told you and what I haven't told you. I'm so forgetful. So let's see, what is it? It's 9 p.m. I only need about 500 steps and I think I'm going to go and watch a bit of X-Files. I'm caught up with the wrestling. Well, I think I am more or less. I don't fancy watching anything else. I've watched NXT. I mean, I could incorporate a little bit of my journal into, like, my vlog. I just don't want to do it separately anymore. I don't want to do it daily. I just can't be bothered. I'm sure there were other things I was going to tell you. Oh, well, if I remember, I'll tell you later. So, I'm quite amazed. I just accidentally hit one of my own vlog videos. And I'm looking at week 18. That was the week that Daryl broke his arm, remember? And it was also the week that I started using that Nivea soft cream. My face was really bad then. Like, I had psoriasis blemishes all over it. Right, so I'm going to show you. Hang on, I'll flip the camera. So that was me the morning after Daryl broke his arm. And you can see my face is very, very marked and blotchy with dry skin between my eyebrows and all of that. And this is me now. So I've cleared it up quite nicely on my face. I'm getting there with my arms, slowly but surely, but I was just like, wow, actually, my face has improved loads in just, what was that, 8th of May, 9th of May, something like that, week 18 that was, and it's now week 33. So in 3 months, I've managed to clear my face up using that Nivea stuff. Not bad. And that was twice a day I use it. After I wash my face in the morning and before I go to bed at night. So I think I might start using it on the rest of my body twice a day. I usually only do my body at night, but I think I might start doing it in the morning as well. Yeah, I'm quite... I have a parcel. I have a parcel. I have a parcel. Hello, it is, I don't even know what it is. Thursday, Friday, something like that. Something like that. Yeah. I have a parcel from Crafty Eyeliner. One of the parcels I've been waiting for. Yay! Finally, something's arrived. You know how it is when you're like waiting for shit and it just seems to take forever. Well, I have a parcel. So I'm gonna open it. Put my journal away. They've come in individual little baggies too. This is so cute. This is so cute. I think what I might do is I might swap over to the computer just so that you can get a down view as well. So this is how I pulled it out of the bag, okay? Just slid it out of this bag, and that's there. Shot a little bit, okay. So first of all, you get this nice card. So thank you for supporting my small business. It's not a small business, she's doing very well for herself. Hello, thank you so much for supporting my small business. Enjoy 10% off your next order using the code HAPPYDAYS10 from Crafter Eyeliner. That's good. I must have spent enough with her then, because when I bought my raw root soap from her, she didn't send me one of these. You know, she just sent me the soap. So she obviously only sends these when you spend a certain amount. So that's good. I would keep that. And she gives you a QR code to scan as well, which I think is quite good for her Instagram by the look of things. So I got 3 little baggies. Now these aren't colours I would normally go for, and I was a little bit worried because after buying these, I then went and bought a set of accent set, it's called. A bit like you know, the braids that I've got in, and these, they're like these, but what I've ordered go black, purple and pink, and I was really worried that these wouldn't match, but what the fuck, who cares, right? Right, yeah, right, okay. So and I got another little card. Oh, another little card. Yeah, this is just her info card. I'm pretty sure she sent one of these last time, but yeah, I didn't get the postcard last time. So baggie number 1. Oh wow! Oh wow! Look at that! It's got a sun and a moon and a little shell, and then a huge crescent moon on it with these tassels. This is all made of fabric. I'd love to know what she uses as her inner. I wonder what she uses, with a elasticy loop on the end. So I just put this in the same way I put these ones in. Okay, so it'll match to this kind of, which is good. That is stunning. So that is number 1. Ready for number 2? The light's not brilliant. I'm trying to use the natural light, but then I've got a load of shit in front of it, so it's not coming up forever. Just move bag number 3 over there. So bag number 2 is more of a woolly one and slightly bluer. These are all part of the same set. She did like about 6 and I ordered 3 of them. So this one has little greeny type charms on it, a leaf, a couple of leaves, then this fantastic sort of flower type charm and a big bead, and then a little stone on the bottom. Brill. So that's that one, and again it has the loop on the end. And then this is number 3. I think this one was my favourite when I looked at it online, but now I'm like, that one's my favourite so far. Oh, the colours in this are gorgeous. Oh, I got another one with the moon inside. This one's my favourite. So this one again is got a moon and a star. It's got the little goddess on it. Oh, look at that! Another little crescent moon. Another little goddess on a thing, and another crescent moon. This is fab, because when these have reached the end of their shelf life, I've got all these fucking charms I can put in my hair. So these are not stretchy, okay? The loop is stretchy, and that's it. So where do I put it? Where do I put it? There you go. That's me. Hi. So they are, you know, they're about to my elbow, to the tip of my finger. So if I put them in there, that's going to look really good. If I put them sort of just above my ear, sort of about there, I think. Oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. Now, you could put this on like a regular hair tie. You could put it on doing the loop, which is probably what I'm going to do, because it's just going to be easier to get it out. I got new things for my hair. We've just got out of the bath, haven't we? So all you do is you put it in like that, and then you pull it so that the loop goes nice and tight around your ear, around your braid, sorry, or around your dreadlock, and then you just pull it up. And if you were putting these in regular hair,
I needed help.
oh, that's so gorgeous. If you're putting these in brushable hair, then I would recommend using the top like an actual hair tie and tying it around like a lock of your brushable hair. So, oh God, these are freaking gorgeous. Look a little sun and look, the sun and the moon. Do you like these? These are lovely, aren't they?
Moon.
Oh God, these are fab. I'll put this one a little bit higher up.
Sun, moon,
on there, maybe.
sun. Oh, Mama, there's a shell.
So yeah, you could like actually do it like this, and as if you were putting it up in a ponytail. Yeah, I know, up in a ponytail. But yeah, I'm going to use this method where you just literally loop it like that, stick your dread through the middle, and then just pull it until the band is free of the thing. I much prefer dread accents with a band on the end rather than just a loop of hair. Oh, that is so brilliant. Right, where am I going to put the last one?
I know.
I'm going to put it more towards the back. There's one. Put it on this one. Right, so, yeah.
This
so you
one?
get your thing like that. And like I say, you can use that just as a hairband like you would on a ponytail. Or
Oh, Mama.
get hold of the dread wrap and just pull it through to
Mum,
make a C like that.
This looks like a
And then
torched light.
it's good, isn't it? And then you put your dread through like that. And then what you would do is you would pull it until it's tight. It would slide off of the end of the dread wrap and it would just be on band then.
I'm waiting for a message from my friend. And he hasn't answered.
Get off me.
No.
Get off me.
No.
Oh, these are stunning. These are really, really nice. This one I can feel because it's got the little stone on the end, but
I like this one.
yeah, I like those a lot. I love them, all three of them. I love all three of them. They're great.
I love these two.
You love these two? See, I like this one with the little gem on it.
A gem? That looks like...
I'd like to know how she did this. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Let go. Get off me. I am in love. I don't know that I'm ever going to want to take these out. You know, I should take them out for night time. Although I do wear my hair up, so... Ooh, the grumpy face. But yeah, love them, love it all. It's fab. So we've just had baths. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Dara wants to go to Blake's, but I'm not really in the mood to be sociable, you know. My skin feels really dry. I've put moisture on it, but moisturiser, sorry. But yeah, I could go and put. What time is it? It's 1:15. I could go and put a load of laundry on. God, that back one feels really heavy. That one. I suppose it's because of the little gem. I could put a load of laundry on and go grab some lunch for me and Daryl because I got paid today. Yeah. Oh dear. I'm so tired, you guys. So tired. I need, see that box there? That box there. That's stuff that I want to stick in my journal. And I just haven't got around to it. This is my makeup routine, because that's got to go in my journal. There's the thing from Eyeliner. This is stuff that, like, it's not pertinent stuff, it's just stuff that I found and gone like, that'll be cool. I've also got a pen swatch from my big pens. I've got a couple of these are off Magic Towels. I believe it was Rachel sent these to Daryl, and he absolutely adored them. And I forgot we had them. I only just dug them out the other day, so they've gone in. I got a... Oh, that was something else I forgot to tell you. I've got my appointment for my CPAP. Yeah. End of September. I've got to go in to... outpatient appointment's been made for you to be seen at the Respiratory Physiology Clinic on Thursday the 30th of September at 9 a.m. Go to the respiratory department and bring this letter with you. 9 a.m. You know, I've got to get my kid to school. So I might have to ask Kyle if he can take Daryl. And you know, please arrive 10 minutes before your appointment. But we'll be half an hour late seeing you. So yeah, so that'll hang about until I've had the appointment, and then I'll stick that in my journal. They sent me an information leaflet about it. I'm really not looking forward to it now, because Jax said that, like, it was noisy. Well, Daryl still sleeps in my bed, you guys know that. And a great big noisy machine going off all night is going to keep me, Daryl and the dog all awake. So I'm really, like, not looking forward to it. And I know that I won't end up putting it on because I won't want to disturb him. Yeah, what else we got? I've got some packaging from my Sweet Orange Essential Oils. I've got a Pokemon thing from McDonald's. I've got the Nin to Sentu, who I bought this wrap from. What else we got? I've got a bit of green packaging there, which the dreads came in. I've got some stickers. I've got Pokemon card packaging. I've got Easter egg wrapping. I've got pictures that Daryl's drawn over the sort of past few months. I've got a pack of wipes. You know, just all stuff that needs to go in there that I just haven't gotten around to doing. And that's part of the reason why I want to give up the Today in My Boo Journal videos, because I don't have time with the recording of the video, the editing and the uploading and the creating the thumbnail every day to actually... I haven't used my journal since Arnie died. And that was the beginning of last month. So, yeah. I haven't used it at all. So, let's pull a card. Let's pull a card, because I said I was going to do that on my vlogs, didn't I? So, let's pull a card. Today's card. Use these ones. I might get the Lightseer deck, because I know 2 people who have bought it and they both really seem to like it, and the picture seems very, very similar to this one, but I want to really have a good look at it first. And so I'm going to wait until I can actually... There we got a jumper, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to wait until I can actually get my hands on one before I decide. Okay, so we pulled the Queen of Cups. Now, Cups is to do with water and emotion, yeah? And in this card... Bang my elbow on table. In this card here, you see we've got an older lady sitting having a cuppa, and there's a younger lady there as well. Now, you can't really tell from this whether one of them is homeless or not, but it's a pretty good assumption, isn't it? There's a city behind them. It's all grey, the city, you know, there's a city street behind them, and look, it's all grey and miserable. Doesn't she look like a Native American, the older lady with her beautiful hair and her earrings, and she just looks amazing. And then you've got this younger person here with the dreads. I'd be very annoyed if the assumption is that the dreadlock person is the homeless person, but, you know, whatever. There's a doggy, there's a bowl of water there and all that, and, you know, they're having a good old chinwag. You're having a good old chinwag. The Queen of Cups is someone who, you know, she's been there and she's done it. That's why my assumption is that it's the older lady. She's been there, she's done it all. She has done it all, you guys. She has so much experience to draw on. And that makes her a good source for advice. Yeah. So you should really listen to what she's got to say. because she will provide you with the emotional and mental support that you need at the moment. She can give that to you. So it's worth listening to what she's got to say, and it's worth turning to her for help. It really, really is worth turning to her for some help. So there you go. Tarot by Sam. There we go. I have thought about maybe uploading, because you guys obviously aren't going to get to see this until next week. So how about if I uploaded it onto my vlog, but I also did it as like an Instagram story? That's a thought. That's a thought. We could do that. Maybe. Is that something you guys would watch? You know, because I don't use Instagram stories very often, and I want to use them more because, you know, they seem to be all the fucking rage. My only beef with them is when I put something on Instagram, I want it to be permanent, and Instagram stories obviously aren't. They disappear after 24 hours, but that would be ideal for a tarot card a day, wouldn't it? That would be super ideal for a tarot card a day. That really hurt. Right, it's lunchtime. I'm starving. It's 1:30. So I think I'm going to go and get me and Daryl something to eat. Thirsty as well. I need to do maintenance because I'm a bit floofy, but I don't care at the moment. I don't want to do too much maintenance because that does end up damaging your hair. So I want to be careful about how much maintenance I do. God, I love this. I keep looking at it. That's why it doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera, because I'm looking at me. Love that one, and I like these two are definitely my favourites. I wish that little gem on that one was like on the end of one of these. I could probably move it over because it's just been knotted in, I think. Yeah, she's just knotted it in, and I could probably move it over if I wanted to, but then I'd have nothing dangling on the end of this one. But I love how she's done that. But yeah, these two are stunning. I love that they're so fat, and I've got them coming from two different places on my head. Of course, I've got no idea if I can now put my hair up, you know. So yeah. Right. I don't even know what I've actually got here. Oh yeah, I tore that out of a thing that came through my door because I was just like, that looks amazing. That looks so summery, doesn't it? You know, and I was like, that's got to go in my journal somewhere. So I might put that in soon. Sweet wrappers and stuff. I'm going to go through there. Oh yeah, there's one for winter. This came through my, is this from a church group? Yeah, Lake Christian Mission. And I was just like, yeah, take that for winter, next winter. So yeah, and I've got some sweetie wrappers. What I'm going to do is every now and then I'm actually going to go through these bags and all of that lot, this box, and I'm going to try and do it so that maybe twice a year I empty it out and throw away what I don't use. Otherwise it's just going to keep building up and up and up, like, you know, my paper supplies have, because I don't use them. This is another reason why I'm thinking of maybe going back to a Tommy River paper journal, because I feel bad that I've got these beautiful pages made out of all this beautiful paper and then I go and cover it up with other stuff. Whereas I'm thinking if I've got a journal made out of Tommy River paper, I can just stick paper on that and I won't feel quite so bad. That's my thought. But it also means that I could paint on it. I could go back to doing my doodles again, because I'm not able to paint on a lot of that paper because it's printed paper, and the minute I get it wet, it's just going to smear. But I feel really, you know, I mean, oh, I've got this pain on my side. It's been giving me grief for a while. Let's find some really pretty paper. Right. Hold the book. See, like, this is pretty, but it's a print up, or it's, you know, if it's not, then I still can't draw on it. That is printed. That's a Johanna cloth one. That is printed. That's a Genevieve one. Another Johanna Clark, you know, and I can't draw on these because there's no room. And I don't want to stick things on it because it's too pretty, you know. I feel like 2 signatures and it's fat. So I'm thinking I might make a book up and just shove them in and keep working on the journal. It's going to be freaking huge. It needs to be as wide as that one with the leather binder that I made the other year. That really nice sort of spooky type one. I loved that. It's going to need to be as wide as that to hold all those signatures. But I want to sew them in now because I don't want them loose because it's a pain. I think in future I will definitely sew the pages in first because there's so much stuff in them that it's going to be awkward. I just need to find a book cover that will hold them. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'm hungry. I failed YouTube. I have failed you. Just been over the shop to grab lunch. I got a wrap and packet of crisps, and I went to buy Fanta. I didn't have any, and I don't really like anything else that's over there. Coke. I should have bought just a can. But then I was like, you know, I'm thinking I might get takeaway tonight because, you know, it's, I've paid, so. And I will want a fizzy drink with my kebab. So I bought a big bottle. So I'm going to have my slump today and I'm going to really enjoy it. Or not, you know, I might not. It might be too sweet. And then back to it tomorrow. I don't know how long it's been since I last had Coke. It's probably been about 20 odd days, so it should be out of my system by now. Well and truly. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how this affects me today, won't it? Doesn't that sound gorgeous? Can you hear it? Don't judge me. It's really nice, but it's also really sweet, you know, like super duper sweet. I like the cherry, so I always buy the cherry. But that is, it's almost too much, really. I suppose that's a good thing. But now I've tasted it, I want more. It does that. She's making a cloak. How absolutely amazing. She's like, she dresses all vintage. Her YouTube channel is Rachel Maxey, Maksy. Never watched her before. She's got like 870,000 subscribers. That makes my, like, what was it, couple hundred? I feel so insignificant. But you know, she's got like a vintage radio. She's got all vintage furniture. She wears vintage style clothing. She dyes her hair this beautiful reddy orange colour. And she obviously makes a lot of her own clothes because she seems to be quite an accomplished sewer. And yeah, she bought this pattern, a simplicity pattern for 4 cloaks. And now I want a cloak. Now I want a cloak. Could you imagine? Could you imagine walking around swirling your cloak with a fucking big... I would make one with a fucking big hood. That would be awesome. I wonder how heavy a cloak is. She said it was a lot of material. She bought 5.5 yards for one cloak. Cost her like nearly $100 and it was on sale anyway. That's a lot of material. That's a lot of material. But I want one. I want a cloak. I clang when I walk. This one. The little goddess and the moon clang. And the back one is ever so, I can't show you, but it's ever so slightly longer than my hair itself. So when I add the extensions in, it's going to look awesome. See if I can show you. So yeah, these sit quite nicely. I like that they're at different lengths because this one is attached in by my ear and this one is attached in up there. And then the back one, that's it there. It's about as long as my dowel dread, that one. The other dowel dread's up in this ponytail, which means that later on it'll probably all fall down. I quite like this look. I'm quite liking this style for my hair. And that is just a scrunchie. And it's, because it's soft, it's, you know, it's one of those sort of floofy scrunchies. It's doubled in just to hold it nice and tight on top of my head. But yeah, I'm quite liking this look. What do you think? It looks like it gives me a lot more bulk. And then when I've got the accent set in as well, it'll look even better, I think, because there'll be pinks and purples through it as well. So I'll have quite a lot of shades. So much for staying like natural looking. That was take 3. The first time I hadn't even turned it on and he shouts hi. And then the second time I missed the record button. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. It is, what, 21, 22 degrees. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, we're going out for just a
And Daryl just come in and said, let's go for a walk. So we're going up Los Altos today. For those of you who are not au fait with Spanish, Los Altos is Spanish for the heights. Now, way back when, way back when, the leisure centre next door to the park used to actually be called the Heights. Yeah, so you had Los Altos Park and then the Heights next to it, which I thought was quite cool. I don't know if it's still called the Heights or whether it's just the Bay Leisure Centre now. I'm not really quite sure. So I've got my hair out, got my little toggle locks in, I got my gorgeous, this one jingles, got my gorgeous,
got me.
yeah, I've got a Daryl. Yeah, all of my tops slip and show the top of my bra. Of course I would be wearing the red lacy one whenever that happens. Bank holiday weekend is coming, which means that all the owners of those little smelly Vespa scooters, sorry Debs, are over here. They always come over here for bank holiday. You know, they hit all the campsites and ride around the island. I don't know why this is such a popular pastime, but they do. I've just had to cross a very, very busy road because there were 3 of them parked on pavement with an issue with one of the bikes that they were trying to fix. Saw me coming, made no effort to get out of my way, or Daryl's way, and started one of the bikes up, and quite frankly, the rev on it was so high it sounded like it was going to explode. So I was like, let's cross the road and get away quick. But yeah, and one guy was just like watching and grinning at me, and I was like, you know, because, you know, that's not necessary, is it? So yeah, so when we're down one of the back streets. I nearly bought that house over there, the one with the white window there. Yeah, with this car and driveway. We nearly bought that before we bought the big house.
Oh yeah,
we were looking for a new house to buy because I had 4 young children at the time. Alex was a year and a half, and Kyle, that would have made Kyle around about 6-7 years old. And you know, I had 3 boys, 1 girl, and the 3-bed house I was in just was not big enough. Even though it had a nice sized garden, it was not big enough, especially as we already had some idea that Carl was autistic. So we were on the hunt for another house, and we actually went and looked at that, and it's really nice, really nice. It even had a conservatory on the back, and that was the only plus about it, was that it had a conservatory. The garden was completely overgrown, and it was still only 3 bedrooms, so we said no, and then we found the big house. Ooh, we is gonna see Marie. We is gonna see Marie, you two. Say hi, Marie. We're off the road now. Yay! We had a quick chat with Marie and then just kept going. This beautiful park that we're in, there's nothing here. There's no toys to play on or anything. There used to be like this trail run thing where you would do exercises as you go around, but they removed that. Health and safety. So it is basically just one massive field, and it's cut into a few segments. So this bit behind me is just the sort of lead into it. Train tracks are there. you can see people cycle through here and run through here. There's dog walkers, there's joggers, you name it, it happens. So segment 1 is this one here. We've got a couple of chappies. You know that guy in the light blue t-shirt is going to be about 60 fucking years old. They're jogging around and down and up, and quite frankly making me feel very, 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 very bad about myself. But yeah, that's just a nice plain, great in the winter for sledding. This section of trees, which all the kids play hide and seek in, is opposite. Darren's currently hiding behind one of them. Oh, where could he be? I reckon that one. I was right! This is segment 2, this is the bigger one. People come up here and have picnics. You know, some people just come up here to enjoy the peace and quiet. There's a gentleman just up there enjoying his solitude. Got the kids a bit further on. And as you can see, this field goes down into a sort of scoop in the middle. You know, hang on, because I'm doing a video. And this is hugely popular in the winter for the kids that want to get out and sled because of the weather. Yeah, they mow it really well as well, because they do it in straight lines, and then round the actual trees they do it in circles, so it looks really pretty. And then this bit they leave it a little bit long, and they put all the grass cuttings there so that the birds can use it, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, there's the train track just past the fence. That was fun. Pine cones. You always find pine cones. What is it with you and pine cones? Oh, there's 3, 4 magpies over there, or is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Possibly 7. Yeah, I've just seen 7 magpies. There's a secret. Somebody's got a secret. I'm going to film the door. But yeah, and this is great. It's great for dog walking. It's beautiful. I've shown you this in videos before. It's fab. My idea of heaven would be to come up here on a day like this with a chair and just spend a couple of hours reading in quiet. You know, people do this, but they just come up here on their own. There's a lady up there just sitting in the sun, enjoying the sun. I'd like to just come up to the book, you know, and just sit in the quiet. That'd be lovely. So if you've watched my previous out and about videos, you will know that this area, all of those slopped trees that you see there, used to like come over in a big arc, and you could walk through a tunnel. Basically, it was beautiful. And then the council got out here about 6 months ago, and to the fury of just about everybody, lopped it all back. It was for the health and the benefit of the trees, so they said. Nobody seems to believe that, because it was rather harsh. You know, they literally lopped them back to the main trunk, and that's about it. And these trees were 50, 60 years old at least. They're older than me, but they used to arc right over to the ground and looked amazing, and you could walk through the tunnel. Now, on the plus side of that, the grass is all starting to grow back, where it's now getting sunlight. It wasn't before. It was covered in pine needles and stones and rocks, and was just generally uneven to walk along. It is still a bit of a shock if you know what it used to look like. Yeah, when you come in here and you're like, whoa, you know, you can see sky. You couldn't before. But you know, I think as the trees start to grow, they will start to look healthier, because they were all leaning over, and it was, you know, they were leaning like this one here, and that's not great for the trees. Eventually they were going to start toppling, and then people would have complained, and the council would have been sued and all that. Now, Los Altos Park, where we are, used to be part of an estate, and the man that owned it, his surname was Drabbles, Drabbles, left the entire thing to the people of Sandown in perpetuity, which means the council don't actually own it. The council are required to keep it, you know, nice, they are responsible for the upkeep of it, but the council don't actually own it. We do. The people
Mum?
of Sandown do. Which
Stop right
means...
there.
Nope.
There might be something here.
No, there's not here. Which means that they can't build on it. They're never going to be allowed to build on it because we own it. It's in this man's will that it is left to us in perpetuity. So you've got the Southwards Park here. I'm surprised it was never Drabble's Park, but there you go. And then just up the road is a road named after him, Drabble's Lane. So yeah. You've got this little grove, I suppose it is, of trees, which is, it's nice, you know, but you get all the kids hiding in there when they're bunking off school because school's just down the road, and you know, you get other people hiding in there, and there's beer cans and rocking needles and Christ knows what else. I wouldn't go in there anymore. I did as a teenager, but I wouldn't do now because you just don't know what's in there. So as a family biking, little kid in a trailer, she's not amused. So yeah, and we're basically now just coming to the end of the park, down at the end of the pathway there, but it stretches all of this is Los Santos. It's lovely. It's a lovely park. You can walk on the grass, you can walk, you want to go all the way to the end.
Yeah, and
there are little paths around the perimeter of this section. It's great. I really think it would be great if in this section they slapped up a couple of like picnic tables and that for families. I think that'd be a great idea. And maybe even like they do at Victoria Park in Southampton, slap up a couple of brick barbecues, you know, and just bring your own coal, you know, and some bins and that. But they won't do it because they don't want to come in here to empty the bins, even though there's road access.
Mum?
There's no poo bins in here, there's no regular bins in here. But then if you're going to do a barbecue, take your fucking rubbish home with you, you know, I've done that before. So yeah, that'd be a great idea, but
something in that black
cats won't do it because they can't be bothered.
Mum, we're going in that black hole.
No, we're not going in there.
Yeah, because my track is sensing.
Oh, okay, yeah, because we could go around another way home. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go under the tunnel, out the bottom of the park, and the back way round and go out near Lake Common. So there we go, we're going to get quite a long walk today. Okay, this is the rugby club pitch here in front of you, and then just behind it, that building with the scaffolding, is the Bay Academy, formerly known as Sandown High School. I used to go there. All my children went there, except for Kyle. Kyle went to a different school. But yeah, all my children went there, and when he's old enough, Daryl will go there as well. So yeah.
I will.
This is an alright school, I suppose. I think it's better than it used to be. I don't know. Schools are so much more secure here on the islands and in England, definitely. There's gates and everything up now. So yeah. Yes, you'll go there, I think, when you're 13. I think it is that you go there. I don't know. But it looks like they're doing loads of work to it. There's like lots of those temporary got itch. Container things that they put on the container ships, you know, cargo containers, and the temporary
I know what
like classrooms and that.
Mum,
So
I know what we can do. We can get one of those.
Can't wait for Daryl to actually like go off and go there, because it'd be nice to have another look around, because I've not been in there for hiking or what. Alex is, yeah, it probably is about 10 years actually. Alex is 25. I haven't been in there and had a look around since Alex was 13, so you know. Whew, it's hot, it's sticky, there's lots of fucking scooterists around. Stop yelling at the birds. There's lots of fucking scooterists around. This smell. Oh, two-stroke engines are not a pleasant smell. Why do they have to smell so bad? So anyway, we've sort of done a big circle. The park is over there that we've just walked through, and now we're going to take the route that I always used to walk home from school. This is the Fairway. That's what the name of the road is called. It's called the Fairway because at the end of the road there is a golf course. So, you know, and you play golf on the fairway, don't you? So yeah. Golf course. God horse. Doofus. Yeah, so you can either walk all the way through and come out by Tesco's, which means you are on the main road and subject to noisy traffic, or you can take the back streets, and we're going to take the back streets. Do you remember the big hurricane England had at the end of the 80s, 88, 89, something like that? I was in high school, I know that much, and I smoked. And of course the wind got bad sort of the day before, and we were all sitting in class, and you know, the rumour started that all the windows in one of the main hall had suddenly blown in, and you know, that there were tiles flying about and whatnot. So we were told, you know, we're going to ring your parents, get your parents to come and get you all, you're not allowed to leave on your own, so on and so forth. And I managed to slip away without anybody realising, and I'd said, yeah, you know, I was in math class, and I told my math teacher, my mum's outside, and he let me go, and he should have, because my mum wasn't outside, I was going to walk home. So I walked along this road a little bit, and the wind was horrific, absolutely horrific. And there's a post box just here, a mailbox, and I'll show you. Hang on. Oh, let's cross this road. I just want to show the post box. Hang on. I don't know how much you can see. So yeah, you've got this post box here, which is set at an angle to the road. Yeah, I got up against this post box and put my coat over my head and managed to light a cigarette in the middle of a hurricane. And then I walked up the fairway, smoking a cigarette, watching with interest as all these roof tiles, roof slates and debris flew across the road. Do you know, it never occurred to me I was in any danger. It doesn't though, does it? You're immortal when you're a teenager. And yeah, I walked home. I walked in and my mum went fucking apeshit. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. I walked home. Yeah. I was worried something happened to you. Fucking hurricane going on. Yeah, it's alright, fine. Went to bed that night, and that's when the hurricane hit. 88 miles, so 80 something mile an hour winds. I'm sure we've had worse since then, but that's what everybody remembers, isn't it? You know? Yes. So, this is the Roseway. This leads off of the fairway. This is the first road you come to. It's quiet, it's a little back road. Only the locals use it, you know, that kind. It's nice. It's nice. It's all bungalows and, you know, all of that lot. So I always just walk home this way. That's a little dead end road called Linkside. It's a cute little, I went down there just to have a look once, little roundabout in the middle with a tree in it. But yeah, this is basically the Roseway, and it takes us down to the Common, and I'll show you that when we get there. There's a road just here on your right. If you go down there, it actually meets up with the end of this road, so it's just like a little cul-de-sac type thing. But the only people that use this road really are the locals, because we know about it, and maybe the scooters who are probably out exploring and ruining it all for us. There we go. Assholes! Driving along thinking, fuck, I'm lost. But yeah, I mean, look, nice little houses, nice little bungalows. I wouldn't mind living down here. Although I don't think I'd want to live this close to a school, you know, because schools are noisy, especially schools full of teenagers. But yeah, nice little bungalows. Some have got extensions into the roof. Is that still making bungalows? Bungalows with extensions. Okay, we came to the end of the Roseway, turned left, and are now approaching the Common. Oh, that's it a bit now. Nice to get home, get a cold drink.
My legs are hurting.
Are your leggies hurting?
I saved a nice cold milkshake for Mum.
You saved a nice cold milkshake, that'd be nice.
There's a bridge.
Yeah. So,
I think we should use it.
there's a little bridge just there, a little footbridge over the little stream. It's not very big. And yes, we are going to cross it.
Yeah!
Yay!
Everything I
Right, we have just come to Lake Green Road. Now, this is Lake Green Road. This also leads straight through to Tesco's, really. So yeah, we could continue on that way to Tesco's, or we can go over onto Common, which is what we're going to do.
We're going this way.
Because it always gets busy the second I press record on the bloody camera. I've got a fab couple of black and white pictures of Daryl as a toddler on this bridge. It's lovely. Is there water? I always thought it would have been all dried up by now. Is there actually water down? Oh gosh, the barest little trickle.
I can see the water.
The barest little trickle down there. It's very overgrown.
Where, Bob?
Very, very overgrown. But that way, if you go down there, will lead you actually onto those golf courses I was telling you about just now. Lake golf course. Isis loves this little bit of green here. This is Lake Common. It's common land, so by law you can actually bring cattle to graze on here under English law. Now you see where that big camper van is over there. Just behind that is a path. Yeah, it's more where those white vans are actually. Can you stop because you're jogging? Just behind that is a little path that's going to take us up near the park around the back of Dowell School. It's chasing the birds. There's like 3 or 4 crows and a young seagull, which is terribly, terribly ungraceful, this seagull. It's only a young and it's still got its grey feathers. I'm trying to distract him as he's just touched stinging nettles. Look at that camper, that's huge. That's massive. I love a camper, I'd love another one, but I wouldn't want one that big because there's so many places you cannot go if you've got a camper that big. So, what's up, Mizzy? Let me see. Have your legs fallen off yet? Oh yeah, look at that. Stings on the knees. Stings on the knees. You'll live. Now we're going up this little path. And this leads us from the Common out onto Lee Road, which then leads onto the park just down from our house. So we've done a nice big circle today.
Mum, hold on.
Oh, this we hang on because we're not there yet. No, we're not there yet. Go on, a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Since Daryl was very, very small, we have always done choo-choo up this little bit of hill. Okay, so we're going to do it now. Right, hang on then. Right. I've got you. Yeah. Go on then, choo-choo me up.
Chicka, chicka, choo-choo. Chicka, chicka, choo-choo. Chicka, 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 choo-choo.
Oh no, it's hard work.
Chicka,
Just this little bit, it just gets really steep.
Chicka, chicka, choo-choo.
Jobbers expects me to go his speed and I'm like, oh,
Chicka, choo-choo.
ah, we did it. Right.
I done it.
So,
I'm a mega choo-choo.
behind all these houses here don't touch that, whatever it is a road called Lee Road. Got various friends that live down there, school friends and that. Oh, it's hot. And like I say, yeah, park is literally
Oh, I want to go to the
about 5 or
park.
6 houses up. So we left the park.
Yeah.
Daryl's worn out, I'm worn
I
out.
didn't get one play with the ball.
It wasn't your ball, that's why. So we're going home now. So get food because I'm hungry and tired.
I just raspberries to Mummy.
And he keeps putting raspberries on me because he's mean.
No.
You know, I am so raspberrying all over your belly later.
Oh no. That's going to be really bad.
So, yeah.
Guys.
We're just on, this is Manor Road. Lots of my old friends live down here. Spent a lot of my childhood with friends down here. The park's at the end, so yeah. It's enough.
I'm just having
One of these
fun.
houses was up for sale recently. I think it's this one. No, it's not. I can't see into the back garden. But you were able to see in the back garden, and they had a full-on, like, man cave down the end with electric running through. Yeah, it's that one. put rushes over the fence now so you can't see. But it had like, you know, it's got electric, running water and all that lot.
Love
I
you,
wanted it.
Mum.
I wanted it. I love you too. Got a notification today that my extensions have shipped, which is good. That means they should be here in a week or so. It is, I think it's gone midnight now. I've been watching YouTube videos on how to sew skirts. I now know everything there is to know about how to sew a skirt. I was a bit annoyed there because I watched this one and apparently she'd made a gather skirt before and it had been in Good Housekeeping or something. And she showed you with this denim skirt and she took you through all the steps but then didn't show you the skirt at the end. And I was like, well, what? I wanted to see it. You know, I've just invested an hour and a half in watching your fucking video. You know, so I was a bit upset about that. So, yeah. Okay, so where are we? As I said to you, I was going to have another go with using this yarn to make an entrelac headband. And it's beautiful, quite frankly. I love the yarn. I just hope I've got enough. I'm now at the point where I think I can do the crossover section because you want about 7 inches and I've definitely got more than that now. It doesn't really matter where, just as long as you're careful when you sew your seam up. So yeah, but I've probably used just under half the yarn or just over. Yeah, no, I've still got quite a lot left, so that should be okay, which is really awesome. So yeah, I'm going to do the crossover bit and then just do it to size really. The way I did it before is each little like weave bit was 6 stitches and it was that yarn, that other yarn doubled. This is the yarn not doubled and each little box is only 5 stitches and I'm using a lot smaller needles, so the yarn band itself is going to be a lot tighter, a lot more compact. It's also only about that wide rather than fucking as wide as it was on the other one, which ended up just being too wide. I mean, that other one would be great for winter, but my mum's also said she wouldn't mind trying it to see if it fits her. So that's pretty cool. Turn the TV off. I've taken my wraps out. This is something I want to get into the habit of doing. It's taking my wraps out before I go to bed, mainly for weight and to not put any strain on my dreads. I keep in these ones because I wear these ones all the time, you know, my little braids, and because quite frankly I don't want to be fast around taking out 5 or 6 of these fucking things. I've got those and some synthetics and I'm not fast around taking those out, but all of the wraps that I've got I have. And Elena posted a fab video earlier that made me think, oh, and I'm going to copy it. And what she did was she had well, it was a ring, and I just thought an embroidery hoop would actually do really, really well. And she suspended it from ceiling, and then she hung her wraps from that. And I just thought that was a brilliant idea. Do you know what I mean? Why not? So, yeah, I think I might do that. Because I could probably pick up an embroidery hoop from the charity shop. You know? And then just stick one of those little cup hooks, you know, the ones that are shaped like a teacup. Screw one of those into the ceiling, which will piss my mum right off because she decorated that ceiling years and years and years ago. But yeah, screw one into the ceiling and then just, you know, just suspend the hoop from the hook with some pretty baker's twine or something, you know, I don't know. And then you can either just attach the wraps directly to it, or you could get, I've got some pan hooks floating around somewhere or other. And what they are is they're less hooks like that. And you know those pan things that you have on the ceiling in the kitchen that you hang your pans from? That's what they're for. And I bought them I bought loads separately. I got them in 2 different sizes, so you could use those, or you could just attach it to the hoop itself. But now I'm thinking about it, I might do it with like little chains and spray it black or something to make it look cool and gothic-y. Don't know. I might have to go back and see what she suspended it with. But yeah, if you just do it low enough, you could just attach it straight onto the hoop itself. So I don't feel too bad after drinking that Coke today. I did drink the whole bottle, bar a cup that I gave Daryl. I don't give him Coke very often. And I'm not ripping up my skin. My legs are a bit itchy. But that's not anything unusual, to be honest. That's just, itchy. So, yeah. I want to learn how to make some clothes. I want to make, gather skirts that are really... I've got one somewhere, it's black and it's beautiful, but it's faded out quite a lot now and it's floor length, and I wore that and a corset the first time my mum took me to see Phantom of the Opera. I got all dressed up and I wore this black skirt and a black corset and a purple shawl, and I looked fucking great. It was really good. I got all dressed up to go and I felt like 18th century fucking royalty going to the ball. It was good fun. I really enjoyed it. And I wouldn't mind having a go at wearing, more skirts like that. So yeah, I watched this one today. Excuse me. And hers was the best video I'd seen. And hers was a gather skirt, but she put buttons down the front. I quite frankly probably turned that into a back seam. And have a go at putting a zip in. I just got to figure out how much material I would want to use around me, sort of thing. Because I'm a bit bigger than she is. And something else I want to have a go at making is like wide leg pants, or trousers as we call them in England. Like palazzo pants, but really wide ones. So it looks like you're wearing a skirt, but it's actually trousers, because then that would be really, really cool. And I wouldn't have to worry about chub rub. And Kaz, what the fuck is liquid talc? Talc is powder. What is liquid talc? I've never heard of such a thing. Sounds ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I've got, I could wear tights under it and all that lot, but I think, on the whole, I'd probably prefer palazzo pants. I did find a tutorial earlier on where she showed you how to... Well, her first tutorial showed you how to make a pair of trousers. And then her second tutorial showed you how to modify that pattern to what you basically did was you drew like 3 lines up the leg of the pattern, and then you basically split it open. So it started off like that, and then it ended up like that, and then you just drew, you drew around it to make your palazzo pattern. So that but she's going on the basis that you have some rudimentary knowledge of sewing. I don't. Yes, I made my Kindle cover, but that was all straight seams and I broke a couple of needles doing that. But I know now that was because the wadding was super thick and I should have just done that bit by hand. I've never sewn in a zip. I don't even know what all the different feet for my sewing machine are. I've never done a button, not, a buttonhole sort of thing with my sewing machine. I've never done one. So, I need Dumbo instructions because I really, really don't know how to do it. But then I've also heard of ways you can do it where you get like an old pair of jeans and you cut them. So where the places where they're all worn, like the inside of the legs where the chub rub happens, you cut out those seams and then you get triangular pieces of fabric and add those in. Well, that sounds like fun. You just cut up to sort of hip level. Well, no, not even hip level. Basically to the top of your legs. And then you just get some triangular pieces of fabric. So you would get, say, 4 or whatever. And you add those in. Well, that can't be too hard to do, surely. All you would need to do is decide how much of a flare you want to add, divide it by 4, and that would be your bottom section. And then go get your length correct, and then just draw it into a triangle. Does that sound right? Am I right there? Am I? Anybody? Tell me. I'd look like a right hippie then, wouldn't I? Fat hippie, but right hippie. I also bought one of those sashiko, is that the word I'm thinking of? Something like that. One of the template squares. So I saw a picture online and it's stuck in my head ever since. Somebody had got some old denim and made this ginormous daisy. And it was segmented, so you had a big segment which was a circle. And then she had 5 individual petals. And she didn't seam it or anything. She left the edges rough and she sewed it onto her trousers. And there's like a wee gap between each petal and between the petal and the centre bit. Do you know what I mean? It's like... It's like she didn't sort of seam it all together. She put the pieces down individually. And it looked amazing because, of course, the edges frayed slightly. And I was like, that looks so cool. And she didn't, it was massive. It wasn't like a tiny little one. She did it where it sort of covered like half the front of her leg and it went over the side seam of her jeans and everything. And I was like, that looks awesome. And she did I think it was exactly the same shade of denim or only very, very slightly off. And she used blue thread as well. So it was just a hint of it. It looked really, really good. And I was like, oh, that looks so freaking awesome. But yeah, I wanted to have a go at this. Is it sashiko? Is that the word I'm thinking of? I've got to go fucking have a look now. But because I bought some blue thread because I was going to do it on my jeans. Oh, I'm stiff. I've been sat down. It's dark. It's dark, everybody. Shh. Yeah, here's my thread. Yeah, sashiko. So I bought some blue because I thought this would go quite cool on like denim jeans and that. And I've got a grid square somewhere. Is that it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I've got a square as well so that it's all even. And it came with needles and everything, so that I can have a play. And I just haven't got around to doing it. So, yeah. Oh, man. So I think I'm going to go to bed. Because it is, what time is it? It's late, I expect. It is 12:20. It's late. My arms ache. Oh. So yeah, I'm yeah. Ooh, dark. Yeah. So, have a good night. And I'm going to let the puppy out and the cat in and go to bed. No, night. Good morning. It's early for me, actually. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. Bill wakes us about 8 o'clock. Like this, lovely. I did take all my accent sets out last night. All my wraps, rather. Just because I thought it would be better for my locks to remove them at night, even though my hair doesn't move a lot during the night, because of because I wear the cap. But yeah, I'm up, my face is washed, and I'm quickly going to write in yesterday's card. I didn't do in my journal last night, so I need to write down yesterday's card and then we'll pull today's. Okay. I like to do this as soon as I get up because then it's set for the day, sort of thing. I think today we'll go to shopping. My mum will buzz and find out if she wants to go. Oh God, I went down yesterday, down to the big house and cleaned up. While I was there, my mum said, could I change her bed linen? So I said, yeah, sure, you know. And while I was doing her sheet, something sort of touched my foot and I didn't think anything of it. You know, I looked down, there was nothing there and I thought, okay, you know, I don't think anything of it. An hour or so later, she FaceTimes me and it cut off as I was trying to answer. So I was trying to ring her back and it just rung. And I kept ringing. And in the end, I texted my son and I was like, could you go check on Nan and see if she's all right? He rang me back and he went, yeah, here she is. She was like, you unplugged my chair. And I was like, what? She said, you unplugged my chair. And she said, my iPad died. She said, I can't get out of my, because she's got an electric reclining chair. And it's got USB ports so she can charge her iPad. And she was like, I couldn't do anything, I'm stuck. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Thankfully, I thought to phone Kyle. I got him to check on her. Otherwise, yeah, she'd have been stuck. I'm sorry, I find it hysterical, but probably quite frightening for her. So, oh look, there's a Daryl. Hello, Daryl. I am going. So what I do is I fan the cards out like that, and then I go backwards and forwards through them until I get to the urge, if you like, to pick a card. And today I have picked the Four of Cups. Okay.
Let me see.
So what do you see, Daryl?
Okay. So there are two people. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 cups, because it's the Four of Cups.
Yeah.
So what about that person? Is he happy? No. Okay. So this is the card I've pulled. Here on this side, on the left of the card, you've got this sad person who is feeling a bit alone. You know, they feel a bit alone. They feel a bit
sad.
Lonely. You know, alone and lonely are two completely different things. They're
sad.
Yes, they're sad. And, you know,
The other guy.
yeah, hang on a sec. Okay. They feel sad. They feel lonely. As if nobody cares. You know how it is when you feel lonely, and you get to the point where you're like, nobody cares, nobody gives a shit about me, so on and so forth. That's not the case, because you've got this other person here trying to talk to you, but as you can see in this picture, he's got his headphones on and he's not listening. You know, you're not listening to the people who are trying to help you, who are trying to be there for you. You're looking the other way. Okay, look around you and look at the people who are trying to be there for you.
I think I know how this is a little different, but this is a little bit brown there, and then the squirrel's brown.
Yeah.
Blue.
No, the colour's not got anything to do with it, baby. So yeah, look around and notice the people who are trying to help
What's
you.
that?
The people who are there to listen to you
Guys,
talk.
there's something
The
there
people
that's
who
green.
are holding their arms out to give you a hug. because we are here and we are always ready to listen. Okay, so that's today's card, 4 of Cups.
I'll put it on the desk.
Thank you. We are going to go and get some breakfast, aren't we?
I'm going to have toast.
You're going to have toast again?
It's just my favourite thing in the whole entire world.
Right. Okay, let's go and get some breakfast and get off me because I
Bye!
can't do anything because he twists me and traps me under the desk, you know. Shh.
Bye.
And it's very annoying. Okay, yeah, so I think we'll go shopping today. Might take Nanny if Nanny wants to come.
No.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for a message from my friend.
Okay, right. I'll see you later. It is wall-to-wall scooters out there. I've been sat in here for nearly 45 minutes, I think, an hour. Watched a couple of videos. And all I could hear is Vespers going up and down the fucking road. It's bank holiday weekend. It's like this all weekend. I don't think I'm going to go to Sainsbury's today. I probably won't even go out because the smell gives me migraines. I'm really pissed off now. I wanted to go out. I wanted to go shopping. I didn't need anything. I just wanted to go out for, you know. I was going to go to Sandown. I was going to take my mum. I don't know if you can hear them as they go down the fucking road. Shitty things. The traffic is really heavy out there. It's bank holiday weekend. That means that Monday is a holiday. I don't know what do you guys call them bank holidays in the States? You know, like when you have Labor Day and all that lot. What do you, I think you just call it Labor Day weekend, don't you? But basically what that means is that there's no work on Monday. Well, it used to mean that there was no work on Monday for a lot of places. All the little independent shops and that would all close. Supermarkets would maybe do Sunday hours or they wouldn't open at all. Those schools on a bank holiday. What else? The banks don't open. That's why it's called bank holiday, because the banks never opened. But now, I think the only places that do shut is the school and the banks, because all the little shops stay open, and all the big shops stay open, all the grocery stores. So there goes, you know, 3 going up the road, another 1, 2 going up the road. Oh, big motorbike going down the road. It's going to be like this all day. The traffic is back to back out there. And it'll be like, oh, there's the one that's just gone. But why do they insist on putting like 7 bazillion mirrors and then a load of flags all over their scooters? What is the purpose of this? I don't get it. Is it a hey look at me type thing? I can't even go for a walk because the smell, those 2-stroke engines, they smell, they really do. And I'll have a migraine before I even get to the end of the road. Unless I stay to the back streets. But, you know, it's only so far you can go on the back streets before you have to go back on the main road. We've got a cliff path, I suppose. But then Daryl will want to go to the park, and that's on the roadside. So, yeah. I remember once my mum and I got caught in traffic, and we were in a standstill traffic jam. And there were loads and loads and loads of these fucking scooters surrounding us. I had all the windows wound up, middle of summer, windows wound up, the aircon on, and I still ended up with a migraine that I felt sick as a pig because of the smell, you know. I really hope my mic is picking this up so you can hear it. It is fucking constant. I'd go outside and show you, but I'm in my little black sleep tee. Don't get it. Don't get the attraction. I don't get why they come here. You know? They've been coming here for as long as I can remember, since I was a kid. And I don't get why. Oh, gosh. I don't get the attraction. Yeah. Got loads done on that Untitled headband last night. I'm ready to start doing the crossover section now. And I definitely think I've got enough yarn. I was looking through, and one girl, she used sock yarn, and she was like, oh yeah, I only used like, it was less than half a ball. And I'm like, how the fuck? You must have a really small head. Because mine, where my purple Pico one sits, where this one sits, is 23 inches. So that's going around the back of the neck and then up, going on the basis that my hair will be up like this. So this will all be smooth. But yeah, I measure basically along the hairline there and then up to about there. And it's 23 inches. So I must have a big head. And the hair. Lots of hair. I shouldn't swing in my chair. I was watching one of my vlogs back the other day. And I was sat for about 10 minutes going like this. And I wouldn't be able to watch that because I would find that quite nauseating. So I'm really sorry if I swing in my chair and it makes you nauseous. But there we go. So I think I'll put some laundry on. If I'm not going anywhere. I've got a whole load upstairs. I just suddenly thought about it. I could go and grab it and put it on. I normally don't think about laundry until about 3-4 o'clock. And then I'm like, fuck! It's too late now to do laundry because the cycle takes a good 2 hours. So if I go and get it now, it is 10 o'clock. It'll be done by midday, which means that I'll have a good 5 hours outside and it'll be dry. The other reason I wanted to go shopping was I was going to get some more aloe vera juice. I was going to strain it this time. One thing I also want to buy is rose water. Because that's supposed to be absolutely frickin' amazing for your hair. So I think I'm going to make up a distilled water with some orange juice drops in it. Orange juice, you know, sweet, pure sweet orange, you know, this stuff in it. I've got 2 spray bottles. Is that the other one? What have I got in there? Doesn't look like essential oil. Which means that's probably rubbing alcohol. I might empty this one out. I use rubbing alcohol to kill any little, you know. My son caught head lice from school. No, he didn't. He caught it from Callie, who caught it from her friend's kids. And it took me fucking ages to get rid of them, but we are clear, thankfully. Yay! So yeah, if you're a dreadhead and you can't do the old conditioner and combing trick, because obviously we can't comb, what you want to do is get some rubbing alcohol, because it fucking reeks, right? Spray it all over your root. You know, I mean, my hair was wet down to about here with it. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of it. Spray it all over. Add some tea tree essential oil to that and some peppermint essential oil, because they're all smells that nits hate. And yes, I'm itching now just because I'm talking about nits. And yeah, spray your entire head and then treat it like you've dyed it. So stick a bag on your head, plastic bag, not paper, because you know paper will just disintegrate. But yeah, a plastic, like a grocery bag, on your head. And then a towel on top of that, because what that does then is it creates warmth, yeah, inside, and it kills them. It kills them immediately. And you have to do that every 4 days at least, you know, at the most, every 4 days. Every 3 days is about a good time. But yeah, every 3 to 4 days, do it, wash, do it, wash. And in between times, spray with distilled water that's got tea tree and peppermint in. And yeah, then wash again every 3-4, you know, do the whole thing again with the rubbing alcohol. And keep doing that for 3 weeks maximum, because that's the life cycle from the second the egg is laid until hatching. It can be up to 3 weeks. So yeah, do it for a month, you know, just to be sure. Do it for a month. Treat everybody in the house. I'd now be warned it does burn on the scalp a little bit. So obviously your littles do the conditioner and combing. Those with brushable hair, conditioner and combing is the best way. But on dreadheads, yeah, spray it with the fucking rubbing alcohol and really go nuts. And it'll kill the little fuckers. So, yeah. You want to keep the bag on your head for as long as you can, really. I mean, somebody told me overnight, but I found that a good hour or two, because obviously, don't forget, you've still got to dry this afterwards. So, yeah, a good hour or two to kill the little buggers. Yeah. I'm going to smell that and see if it is rubbing alcohol. And then what I might do is I might make up yeah, that's rubbing alcohol. I might make up like an anti-bug spray, because I'm itching now thinking about it. I'm going to cut Daryl's hair before he goes back to school. He doesn't want me to, but I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to cut it because it's getting curly and it's long and I'm itching all over now because I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so I just might make some up just to spray on his fucking head every morning. He hates it, but it'll help keep them away. So yeah, distilled water, peppermint and tea tree. Rosemary is also a good one. Keeps the hair healthy, makes it strong, and it distracts the little fuckers from climbing on your head. Just spray them every morning before we leave the house. Daryl has this really funny thing that if you make him giggle,
I hiccup.
he gets the hiccups. It's really, he's always done it. If he giggles too much, he ends up with... You sounded like Dumbo after he got drunk.
Yeah. Oh!
But he's always done it. It's really funny. Ever since he was born, if he got the giggles or laughed at anything for too long, he'd end up with hiccups. Don't ya? Look at the state of you.
Yeah.
You need a haircut. Look at all this hair.
Guess what? I'm going total bald.
What?
I'm going bald, which is old school.
Not my blanket! He's trying to steal my blanket and my feeties are cold.
We need to do stuff, so get out! Get out! Oh yeah, there's no way.
No, not my feet! He's mean. No, he's uncovered my feet. My feet are really cold. You're mean and horrible. I'm going to fold the blanket around my feetums.
Yeah!
He's horrible to me.
We had to do stuff. That means get out of the bed.
Stop tacking on my feet, you horrible child! Picking on me, YouTube!
Well, a bait.
On the end of my legs.
No!
Why? Why? Stop it! He's mean to me.
YouTube.
Feet. Feet. Ow! God, bloody hell, he's got bony knees. Stop it! Leave my feet alone! Oh, no! No, YouTube, tell him! So I'm out in the garden with the pussycat, who demands all the fusses. It's the middle of the afternoon. I have the ultimate top bun going on. It's so tall, I keep hitting the bells that are hanging in my kitchen doorway.
Hello.
Carol's here. What's that? Oh, is that your Pokemon box you got the other week?
Yeah, you guys haven't seen it.
What? What do you want then? What? Okay. She's like, I just want the love. Fuss me. You hear all the scooters? It's so loud in my office. I've had to turn the computer right up because I can't hear it.
Here are my Pokemon cards.
You got your Pokemon cards?
I want to show them.
No, because I'm... only one-handed at the moment because the other hand is required for the fussing of the pussycat.
Hi. It's Nikki.
Where? Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hi, Nikki.
that's
Nikki.
my neighbour. She doesn't get any peace when Daryl's out the garden. Hiya. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, now, I didn't know about this. You guys might know about this, but I didn't. Do you remember when I bought those weighted blankets? And I said, you know, oh yeah, there's this thing that they do that allows you to pay in 3 interest-free, monthly instalments. And, you know, I only paid like 30 quid a month, I think it was. Yeah, it was, because they were £89. I bought something else on Klarna. I can't remember what else it was. It's called Klarna. Klarna. And I bought something else. I can't remember what it was. And I thought, oh, yeah, it's good. And then I found out Klarna had an app. And I downloaded it. And I didn't look at it because I do that quite a lot. And then today I went on Amazon and I was it on Amazon or was it on something else? No, it was on somewhere else. And I bought some Huda Beauty lipstick that I've wanted for ages. And it's like outrageously expensive over here. And I got it on there for £18. And then they come up and they said you can pay for it, you know, with Klarna. 3 easy payments. I was like, awesome. And then it was like this pop-up come up that said, you know, you shop through Klarna. I was like, oh yeah, I've got that app. I wonder if I can get that palette. You remember that palette? That Sorcerer's palette that I showed you yesterday. I'm going to show you again. Isn't that stunning? So I was like, oh, yeah. So I went on and I searched for it, and they went, no, we don't know anything about it. You can look on Google. So I looked on Google and it came out as Jolie Beauty, I think it is. Stop whistling, I told you. So I just kept going, and I don't know why, but I just kept going, right? I just kept going, and I went onto the Jolie Beauty website and added it to my basket, and then it got through to the pay bit, and it said, Klarna said, create a one-time payment card. So basically, Klarna buys it for you and you pay Klarna back. 3 1-monthly interest-free instalments. I did not know you could do this. OMG. So I've bought this palette, which was on sale as well, 35 quid, and Klarna paid for it. They created like a payment card for you, and all the information is there. And basically, they say to you, if the card isn't used within, I think it's 24 hours, they will cancel it. Klarna will. So, provided you are still on the Klarna app, all the information is above the keyboard. So when it says the name on the card, well, that'll be your name, and it will say card number, and you just tap it, and it's all there for you. And yeah, I've bought the makeup palette. And 2 new lipsticks. The 2 from Huda.
I attacked Mother.
So I've got so much stuff coming. My dreads have been dispatched. Yes. So yeah, my extensions have been dispatched. They should hopefully be with me in about another week. The accent set hasn't been dispatched yet, but I want time to install the new ones. I've ordered some hair care products from Amazon. So I've ordered some apricot kernel oil to help moisturize my scalp and my locks. That's to give me like an intense moisture bath. I ordered some rose water because apparently that's even better than distilled water. I ordered a sprayer, a mister, and some aloe juice. So yeah, I've got like loads of stuff. Coming. Oh, and if you're wondering, you know, why I'm telling you all about this, because if Klarna are going to take all my fucking money, then I want you guys to know about it as well, so they can have all your money, because I am weak, and if being able to pay for things, you know, basically you just go in and it says how much do you want, and you go, I want this much for this website, and then it just gives it to you. I've literally paid for the item and the shipping using Klarna. So, you know, be weak and go and check it out so that I'm not alone and I don't feel inferior. Good morning. It is 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. It's Saturday. Hope you're alright. Hope you're good. Oh God, my neighbour's over the back lane. We've got somebody there doing like loads of hedge trimming and shit. Oh, it's been going on for about an hour. It's like, I don't like mornings. So I've decided that I'm going to have like a self-care day, probably a Sunday. I got the idea self-care Sunday. Who did I get that from? It was a woman, the dreadlock video I was morning. It was a dreadlock video I was watching on YouTube. And yeah, her and her partner do a self-care Sunday, and I thought, you know, that sounds like a really good idea. Yeah, okay, hang on, let me just put you down because I have to feed this absolutely starving waif of a cat. Yeah, all right, okay.
Good morning.
Could you go put that in the bin for me? I'll get her some biscuits and then I will get you some toast.
Is it that one or that one?
The kitchen bin.
It took me.
Sorry about that. And there you go. You now have all the food in the world.
It took me 10 hours to get out of the bed.
It didn't take 10 hours. It took like half an hour. Yeah, and her partner do self-care Sunday. And she does things like, you know, she puts oil on her locks and she puts a face mask on. And I thought, you know, God, that sounds really, really good. So I think I will do it on maybe a Saturday if I've got no plans, yeah? So I'm thinking I could have a bath and, you know, do all the things. Have a bath, wash my hair, prop you there. Put the crisps down, you're not having crisps. Let's see what else. Put oil in my hair because that's all coming today. I ordered the apricot kernel oil, and I'm going to make up it broke off the garden storage. I'm going to make up a oily thing for my head, and I'm going to wash my hair and, well, obviously depending on what time it all comes. And then while my hair is still wet, I will moisturise my locks and all of that lot. And, you know, I thought I'd have a look and see. I'm pretty sure I got a face mask in one of those birch boxes, and I've never done a face mask before, so I thought that might be fun. I suppose I should really do that before my bath though, should I? Should I? I don't know. Oh, why do people have to do things that are noisy so early? I've actually been awake since 8 o'clock, believe it or not. I just didn't want to get up. So I got up to answer the door because I had a parcel come. And then I went back to bed. I should have went down a lot, really. It spent half an hour telling him to get out of bed.
No.
Why not? You do it to me all the time. So, yeah, I think today might be my self-care day. And I'm also thinking that when my hair is wet, that I'm going to braid, you know, just get 3 dreads and braid them together and then set out in the garden for them to dry. So braid it all like that, wait for it to dry, leave it in probably today, and then tomorrow when they're dry, I'll take them out and they'll be all crinkly. So yeah. Oh, my extensions are coming, that's good. What else? God, there's loads of things coming. Loads of things. I bought all the things are coming. I know it's not all going to come today, but yeah, the makeup will turn up like next week.
Today we're having another lazy.
But we're having a lazy. It sounds quite quiet on the scooter front outside at the moment.
But
Oh, I saw this mod walk past last night and he had dreads down to his arse. I was like, wow, never seen a mod with dreads. But yeah.
Mum,
Yes.
maybe get the knife and scoot that.
Scoot that bit.
Oh, nah. Do it there.
Don't know. Okay. What are you having for breakfast?
You have to say the next.
No, I don't. What are you having?
Toast.
Toast. What do you want on it?
Butter.
Just butter, or do you want jam as well?
I forgot what jam I had to get my nuts. Now just have butter.
Just butter. Okay.
Because you know how I don't like toast? No, Bets. No.
He means jam. He doesn't like jam with bits in.
Yeah.
Like, so you have to give him seedless jam. He will eat it, but he's adamant he prefers seedless jam.
Today we're having another lazy.
Yeah, we've had lots of lazy days this week. But you're back at school next week, aren't you? So, yay!
Boo.
There you go. What do you mean, boo? You get to see Mary Jane and all your other friends.
Some of them I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah, but there's very few. You go with everybody, you do. So, let's go and read a card. So, you'll have to tell me once I've uploaded this whether you think I should do the card a day thing on Insta stories or something like that. She's been out, has she? Good. So, oops. Try not to cover the camera with your hand, Sam. That's not very professional. I need to save and get a camera on a gimbal, you know, for vlogging, because loads of these vloggers that I've watched have actually got proper cameras instead of using their phone. Although I don't know, the quality seems okay, doesn't it, on my phone? Do you have any issues with the quality on my phone? Should I get a proper camera? I always think like there was me going, it was quiet, 20 go past at once. There was me sort of like a bit of a twit walking around with a camera. Well, I would hear anyway, it's not really done.
What card is she going to
What card am I going to pull today? Let's see. Today we are going to pull that one.
Now.
Okay, so today we've got the Empress. Okay. The Empress is the mama. The Empress is the mama of the deck. She is the mother figure, you know.
Let me see.
She's the matriarch of your family. She's the, whether she's your mummy or whether she's your mother from, you know, a different, somebody that you consider a motherly figure. That's her. She's the one you go to when you want comfort. She's the one you go to when you need advice. She's the one you go to when your heart is broken and you need a cuddle. Yeah? Go to that person and get that cuddle, get that advice, get that support, and have a damn good hug.
Yeah.
So I had a play date arranged, and then the funeral happened, and I'd gone up to London to visit my son, and I was bushed, and then Alex's show come up, so I cancelled the play date the day before, and I said, I'm really sorry. I said, but with the funeral and everything else, you know, I'm just exhausted. So she was like, no, that's fine, you know. She was quite understandable and understanding and all that lot. So then I said, you know, we'll arrange another one. So she was like, yeah, and she just left it at that, and I was like, oh, okay. And then after a sort of little while, I said to her, you know, do you want to get the kids together next week? So she was like, oh yeah, you know, we're away at the moment visiting family. So I was like, right. And she said, how about on such day? So I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we arranged it all. What? I think I said in today in my brew journal. And then it was the day after they got back from their family holiday. And then the next thing I know, could you get out of my kitchen and stop making that stupid noise? Then the next thing I know, literally like 2 hours before we were due to meet up, she cancels it, right? Oh, well, yeah, I've got plans all weekend. And I'm like, but why have you waited till the last minute to cancel it? You know? So I was like, oh, okay. Well, you know, let me know and we'll get together. And she's posting pictures of her going out, Robin Hill, Black Gang. They're out and about every day. We've not been invited once. Kids go back to school this week. Done that a couple of times. Messaged people and said, you know, should we get the kids together? And I've either been ignored or let down. I mean, I let her down for a genuinely good reason. It was the week of Arnie's funeral. I'd driven to London and back. I was exhausted, you know, and then a family thing came up. She went away for a week and then let me down 2 hours beforehand saying, oh, it's my mum's birthday. Well, then why did you arrange for, you know? Why did you arrange for us to come round if it's your mum's birthday and you weren't going to do it anyway? So I feel kind of pissed off, really. You know, it's like another friend I messaged. And the thing that annoys me about this lot is that I've known this kid's parent since the day they were born. And I messaged them and said, you know, do you want to get the kids together over the holidays? Got no response. So the only friend he's seen is Blake over the road. It doesn't help that a lot of these parents are like, oh yeah, you know, let's go to Robin Hill or Black Gang Chine. Robin Hill to get in is £25 per person, right? Unless you've got a season pass. We don't have a season pass. I'll probably get one next year, but we don't have a season pass. So that means for us to go, that's going to be 50 quid for a day out. Now that might not sound a lot to a lot of people, but that's a lot of money to me. You know, that is a lot of money to me. And that only gives you a visit on the day you go and then again within 7 days. And that's it, you know. Black Gang's the same. My entire life we've spent doing days out that don't cost a shit ton of money, and we usually take a lunch and all of that lot. And I think that's probably why I don't get invited to shit, because I'm like, no, I can't afford to do that. There's a guy walking around, he looks like either a door-to-door salesman or a religious type. I wonder if he'll knock on my door.
I'm getting my gun out. No, he's not. It
looked like he was going to come up here.
There he is.
Yeah. No, he's not coming here. God, he looks well dodgy. Man in a suit. Oh, no, he's gone back. Yeah, I bet he's a Jehovah's Witness. He's just gone back and met another guy. Oh, no, he's knocked on next door. Maybe he can teach McSweary to not shout and swear quite so much.
I think this might be something on a mystery.
So, headband progress. I have done the crossover and now joined it back up again. So I reckon another couple of evenings and it will be done, which will be nice because I really want to wear it because it's really pretty. Although it is the colour of mealworms. Thought that the other day. It's the colour of mealworms. If you don't, don't look at the purple bit, it's mostly brown. This, for some reason, looks really purpley. But that is the colour of mealworms. Yeah, but that's the colour it is.
Put your hand up.
So, yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's coming out. I just got to make it so it fits now. So, yeah.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up, YouTube. Put your hands up.
I'm Iron Man.
Got to cut your hair at some point.
I'm going full bald.
You're not going full bald. I'm just going to cut it like I normally cut it.
No.
What, you want me to use the clippers like I do with Kyle? And go bzzz and cut it all off?
I want everybody to think, what happened here? Stop messing up my hair.
You're not messing it up. I'm like combing it to make it look nice.
No.
Boys.
Put your hands up.
No, shan't.
Or I'll shoot your head.
And if you do, I will tickle you.
I just shot your arm.
So, yeah, I don't know.
YouTube, tell this woman.
This woman? What do you mean this woman? This mummy, you mean?
Yeah!
Go play in the garden. That's what you said you were going to do. Leave me alone to video in peace. Go on, stop it. Stop pointing at me. I don't like it.
2 people haven't responded to our messages.
Oh, go away, child.
No.
Blue sky day today. Daryl, I really hate when you do that.
I want her gold.
Oh, it digs in there to try and move my arm, and it's like, stop it. Yeah, blue sky, it's a beautiful day. I'd love to go out for a walk, but I can't with all them scooterists because it smells.
I'm going to shoot my mouth.
Jesus, there's a woman walking up the road in a really heavy coat, like, and then sort of 6 to 8 feet in front of her is a whole group of people in shorts and t-shirts. I don't get it. Is this an emo declaration, do you think? Oh yeah, tight black jeans, DMs, big heavy coat and a black low hanging backpack. Emo, definitely. I spend a lot of time here watching the world go by.
I wonder what's going on. I think we should
When we lived down Big Ass, we lived right on the roadside, and my chair was in the window, and the kids were like, "Why do you want it in the window?" I was like, "So I can be nosy and watch everybody go by." I can, from sitting here like this without straining, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. Right, 2 of them are detached, and then 3 of them are semi-detached. So the house on the most left, that's where Blake lives. That's literally how close Blake is. He's over the road. So Blake lives over there. The house next door, they've been living there for just over a year. She's got 3 boys. I've never seen the husband. She's got 3 lads because she bought a load of school uniform off me when she moved in. Then the first semi-detached house, it's owned by a couple, and she is, I don't know, she claims she's immunocompromised, right? I went over there because I noticed like one week that they hadn't got their refuse. We put our bins out on curbside, our refuse, and the refuse lorry comes around, empties them and leaves them there, and then we're supposed to get them back in. And then one week I'd noticed that their bin was out on the pavement, or sidewalk as you call it, on like the Friday, and our bins are collected on a Wednesday morning, and that's most unlike them. Do you know what I mean? I also noticed that their car hadn't gone. I knew that he worked, so I sort of like, kept an eye and couldn't see anything. There was no movement, nothing. So in the end I went over and knocked on the door, and there was a sign on the door saying that she was immunocompromised. So I was like, oh right, okay. So I knocked on the door and I stood right back, gave her loads of room, and she sort of, I saw her because they've got one of those front doors with like the 2 panes of glass, and she opened the door. Daryl, she opened the door, and no word of a lie, she had on what looked like a fucking gas mask and marigolds, rubber gloves, right? So she opens the door, bare as crack, like, yes. And I was like, I'm sorry. I said, I live opposite. So I was just checking that you were all right. I said, because your bins are still out. Oh, yeah. She said, no, she said, my husband's got COVID. I was like, oh, right, okay then. And she said, I can't leave the house. So I was like, oh, right, okay. I said, are you okay then? And she said, yeah. She said, he's upstairs and I'm downstairs. And I was like, right, okay. I said, I'll get your bin in for you. So she, oh, thank you so much, No, she's, she makes this claim. But I think some of it is fear on her half, which is really, really sad, because I've seen her leave the house without a mask on, you know, and get into the car and they've driven off together, you know. But he's the type that he goes over to the shop, which, as you know, literally is 3 doors down, because they've got a Costa machine. Do you have Costa in the US? Is Costa global? Costa's like Starbucks. It's a coffee house. But they put little machines in like a lot of the big stores, so they put one in over there. Yeah, he'll go over there and buy like 2 Costas. And I'm like, why don't you buy a coffee machine? It'd be a hell of a lot cheaper. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know. They're weird. They're well, reclusive, very much so.
You are arrested for crime.
Am I? What crimes? And then next door to that is a woman and her family. It's very nice, you know.
You have.
I know she's got a older son. Oh, I said I've been handcuffed. Look, she's got an older son.
You're in jail.
Who's about 19, 20, I suppose. Her niece lives with her.
You handcuffed me.
I think there's a couple of lads living there, you know, and all that lot.
I handcuffed.
And then the family next door to that, I wouldn't know them if I fell over them. Funny, isn't it? We're not all neighbourly here, you know.
This is a nice, quiet town, but all these
damn scooters. Yeah, the people in the last house, I literally don't know at all. I wouldn't know them if I saw them. I wouldn't, you know, don't know them at all.
Help me.
But the road that I live on, this is like the main thoroughfare, which is why I get a lot of traffic. So if you go down that way towards my mum's house, this Daryl, I'm trying to use my hands. Go away. This road, so you've got this road there, tees with the road that my mum lives on, yeah? So if you get down to the end of the road and you turn left, you'll go through to Sandown. This is a mile away. And that's where Stuart used to live. That's a nice little town. It's a seaside town. Well, it used to be a nice little town. Now it's a bit of a fucking dump, really. Lots of empty shops and graffiti. And it's just, you know, it used to be really, really nice. The only nice thing about it is the beach, really. It's mad, though, because the town literally is one street. Yeah. I'm not talking about the residential, I'm talking about the shops, is literally one street. And in Sandown alone one time, and it's not like a hugely great long street, you can walk from, let's see, the very first business down, Daryl, down to the library at the end, you can walk it in 10 minutes. It's really not that long at all, because nearly 50 places to either eat or buy food to eat, cooked food. This is not counting like grocery stores and that. There's a grocery store in the middle of town as well. But yeah, you know, pastry shops, pie shops, takeaways, ice cream shops. It's just full of places to eat.
Ice cream.
So yeah, that's Sandown, and it's a beachside town. Literally, you can come off the high street at multiple points, walk 10 seconds, and you're on the seafront. It's great. Well, it used to be great. Now, like I said, it's a bit of a dump. If at the end of my road you turn right, you'll end up in Shanklin. Now, I've taken you guys to Shanklin before. In Tours with Puddy, we've done that. And that's, you know, that's sort of like...
I think
it used to be the other way around. It used to be that Sandown was a nice place to go and Shanklin was a bit, you know. But now it's Shanklin's the place to go, you know. And Sandown, I just don't go there. So it's weird. If you go the other way from my house, you go that way, you go to Newport. And Newport is the main town on the Isle of Wight. Newport's about 10 miles away from here.
I accidentally just set the alarm off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Newport's got like all the shops, all the good shops. McDonald's, KFC. Stuff like that. Yeah, Newport's where you go if you want, you know, a huge choice on shops. And then sort of between Newport, if you go down the top part of the island, between Newport and the point is Ryde. That's about another 6 miles from here. You've got to go through Sandown to get to Ryde. and that's quite nice tan. There's lots in Ride to look at, but because I'm on the main road to Newport, between Sandown and Shanklin to get to Newport, this is the most common way to go, so that's why it gets all the traffic. Yes. Oh dear. I feel a bit meh today. Got no get up and go. Even though I want to do this like spa day thing. Oh look, Iron Man's here. Even though I want to do this like spa day thing, I've got no for it, you know.
Yeah.
Hello, Iron Man. What are you doing here?
Guess what?
Who's escaped from where? Oh, I can't grab a box of doohickeys.
I escaped from the police.
Are you not really Iron Man? Are you somebody else? I can't grab me box of doohickeys because the vivarium's in the way and I can't get the drawer open.
I actually am the real Iron Man, but somebody bad told a really bad joke.
Go. Somebody told a really bad joke.
On me.
Right, get out of the way because I don't want to run your feet over. I've done that before.
And it hurt.
Okay, let's see what have we got.
No.
See, I've got a Hydra replenishing booster.
Help me, I'm stuck again.
A Morning Expert Hyaluronic Serum, which helps plump and brighten morning skin.
This is the
What's
boss
this one?
fight. You might need to stay there.
Stress Check Mood Manager. I wonder if this has got lavender in it. These kind of things normally do have, don't they? Can't read those tiny.
Can I smell?
It's a spray. I'm looking to see if there's any sort of face mask type thingies in here. Lots of creams. Illuminating primer. Oh, that should be in my... That's a primer and that needs to go in my makeup. Sand and Sky.
Guess what just...
Oh, there we go. Super Bounce Mask.
Guess what?
What?
My eye parts of my
Jesus,
mouth.
it's got loads of things in it. And no directions on how to use it. Radiant Skin Moisturiser. Instant Shine Mask. After washing, squeeze water. Oh, this is for your hair. Ooh. That's a hair mask, okay. Cheek and lip tint. What have we got here?
Jarvis. But then you'll die.
That's like a before makeup type thing. Purifying mask. Apply to clean, dry skin, avoiding the eye area. Leave on 5 to 10 minutes and rinse off with water. That's what I need. One of those. Radiant Skin Moisturiser. Right, what's this? Strawberry and Poppy Seed Cleansing Bar. I think I might take that up and use that in the bath. Those need to go in my makeup. Right, let's put these on back. I've also got these eye things. Anti-wrinkle and energizing eye masks. On cleansed and makeup-free skin, carefully place eye masks under eye area. Let masks work its brightening, depuffing and hydrating magic for 15 to 20 minutes. Discard masks and massage remaining essence under the eyes. No need to rinse. I'm going to go the full whack today then. So I've got these masks that I think some of them you don't actually... Shut up, Daryl. Need to wash them off.
I'm fighting Thanos.
You know?
And I need some help.
So this is this the hair one?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, this is for hair.
Yeah.
But like this Sand and Sky Super Bounce Mask, it glows and plumps. Like I say, there's a big long ingredient list, but not like this is how you use it. Directions, that's what I'm looking for. Expert Serum.
Can I have some
Plump and brighten. So I might stick that in my makeup as well.
No.
Motion activated aromatherapy spray to create a soothing, balanced atmosphere wherever you are. Ingredients: water, perfume, but it doesn't tell you what fragrance.
Oh my god. Guys, Thanos is about to snap.
Chamomile. Christ, I can't read that. Oh, ylang ylang. Citrus. Sunflower. Doesn't seem to have lavender in it. I mean, really, like, guys, look how fucking tiny that writing is. You know,
I can read it.
So, yeah. And then I've got this foot therapy thing for your feet. But I don't know whether it's 1 boot or 2. You know? Because it doesn't actually say. And then I'm like, well, if it's only 1, well, I don't want to do just 1 boot, do I? Anti-aging foot treatment, because my feet look old, you know. To deeply nourish and hydrate feet. Advice for external use only. Avoid contact with eyes that irritate skin. Do not use on, so I can't use that because I've got psoriasis on my foot at the moment. Right, so I'm going to put that there where I can grab it a bit more easily. So I've got a few things to play with today. So I'm going to use this strawberry and poppy seed cleansing bar in the bath. And then I'm going to have a go with this purifying mask. Clean, dry skin. I might do this before I get in the bath then. Tie my hair back up out of the way.
Okay, guys, I took Thanos out.
And then I might try this eye mask like while I'm in the bath. Maybe. And then I've got some serum to put on my face. I get a choice. Right, that's a primer, so I'm not going to use that one yet. So I've got some Glow Drops Rose Pearl. That's also like a primer. You use that before makeup, so they can go in my makeup things. This one is this just helps plump your skin. Massage into skin on face and neck each morning to maximise plumping effect. Where you make yourself look fat.
I was just reading the tiny little words. Because this mask is super visored, I can see tiny words.
You can see the tiny words.
I can actually see them.
I could only just see them. So, there we go. Right, I've talked your ear off for 20 minutes, so I'm going to go now. Bye.
Bye.
Lovely. I decided when I got up that I was going to have a Dettol bath. I don't know if you guys have Dettol in the States, but this is it. It's basically, it's antiseptic. It smells like really strong, yeah? So you just put a couple of glugs in your bath water and just sit and relax. And then I used that vegan soap bar. My skin feels amazing. Always does. Right, so now I'm dressed, my teeth are brushed. Ding. So I'm going to wash my hair using this. This is Herbal Essences Daily Detox Clean, which I used last time. Soaks up really, really well, gets my hair nice and clean. Then I'm going to use my Raw Roots bar, which is good for dread hairs and smells amazing. And then I am going to go downstairs, sit out in the garden, probably listen to an audiobook if I can hear it over the noise of all the engines. And I am going to have a go, if I can find my bands, which I'm not sure where they are, I have to hunt them out, at braiding my hair. I'm going to take a couple of bottles, a couple of my glass bottles outside, well, one of my glass bottles outside, and probably maybe this coconut oil, or should I use my new mixture? Might use a bit of both. To condition my hair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit out in the garden and I'm going to put some oil on my scalp, massage all that in. I'm going to oil the body of my dreads and then I'm going to braid them and I'm going to let them dry so that when I take it all down, I'm hoping there's going to be crinkle. I've not done this before. I've seen on the internet where you know, the afro hair type, and they do this thing where they sort of, you know, wrap it around itself, band 2 knots, and I think it's called lock knotting or something. I don't know how to do that. I've had a look, and I don't know whether it's just because mine is so chunky that I can't do it. So I figure if I just do a 3-strand braid, so just grab 3 locks and just braid it, allow that to dry like that. You remember like we did when we were kids, when we used to just braid our hair when it was wet and leave it, and it would go all like, that's the idea, but with locks instead. So I'm going to use, actually I think what I'm going to use is I'm going to use that oil that's downstairs on its own, that new oil that came today. I think I'm just going to use that on its own, just tiny little bit on my hair, on my scalp, or I might put this on my scalp immediately afterwards and then use that oil on the rest of my locks just to condition it, because that's where they're dry, you know, and in a hope to get rid of the majority of the frizz. The frizz on the body of my dreads has cut down a heck of a lot since I've been using the sleep bonnet. You know, I love the bump, I'm not worried about the bumps and that, it's just the frizz. There's a little bit there, but this is friction from where I put it up. And you can see there's a little bit here. So this is what the oil is hopefully going to take care of. So we'll see. So wash it, do all of that lot, wrap it up, this on my scalp, and then the other oil on the body of the hair out in the garden, and then braid it. And then I'm gonna let it air dry. It will stay in braids until tomorrow, provided it's not too uncomfortable. If it's too uncomfortable, I'll have to take them out. So we'll see. We'll see. Quite looking forward to this. I've not done this kind of thing before. I'm really enjoying this sort of self-care idea where I just basically look after myself, because I don't do it very often. So yeah. But yeah, that Dr. Botanicals soap, lovely. Absolutely lovely. My skin feels great. I feel squeaky clean. But I'm getting hot now. So right, time to shower. Well, time to shower my head. Wet t-shirt company, buddy. This is how wet I end up getting when I wash my hair. So my hair is now super duper clean. I feel all squeaky clean all over. It's great. I'm going to go out in the garden. I've lost one of my extensions. It's one of my downwards by the look of things. So I will stick that out on the table to dry out in the garden as well. And we'll get on and give this some moisturising love in a moment. Before I go out in the garden, I'm going to go and put some cream on my legs, my arms and my face, because that Dettol is quite drying, and my skin's feeling a bit tight and angry, and I'm going to open my curtains as well because they're still closed. Oh, that's better, a bit of daylight. That's done wonders for my skin. Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with that. The hair business is exhausting. I've had a bath, I've washed my hair, I've moisturised. What's that? It's a bit of fluff. I've moisturised. I'm shattered now. But I need to go out in the garden and oil treat my hair. And just give it some moisture, really. Who said dreadlocks was a low maintenance hairstyle? Fools, they know nothing. So yeah. Oh, ouch. Skin's stinging a little bit now. Cream's soaking in. I've actually scratched myself sore in a few places, which isn't very good. Right. So I'm going to take this bottle downstairs. It's just got a little bit of, I think it's just distilled water and a little bit of essential oil. So I'm just going to top this up with regular water just to help keep my hair wet. In a bit. I don't want it soaking wet when I do it, because this will take even longer to dry. So yeah. I've got my coconut oil formula with my orange oil inside, which I'm going to spray on my scalp area. I'm not going to dry my hair too much. Normally I sort of spend quite a lot of time with a towel on my head, and then I'm going to use this oil on my hair And I'm going to palm roll sort of 3 strands and then braid it. Take my mirror as well. I've got some little bands somewhere, which would be ideal if I knew where. So I'm going to have a little hunt for them quick. I'm a fucking genius. First drawer I opened. So I bought these little no slip grip bands. I think I've got them in Poundland of all places. And they're clear ones, which is great. So I can tie my hair with my hair. You know, I can tie the end of the braids with my own hair, but it's quite frankly, it's a pain in the ass to do. So I'm just going to slip a couple of bands on it instead. So, right, what else do I need? A mirror. I need something else. Backwards and forwards, but hey, at least I'm getting some steps in. I have all of 1,791 steps. Not a lot, considering it's 20 to 2. Oh well. Right, so I'm going to go out in the garden. Okay, I've switched over to my camcorder because the battery life's better, quite frankly, and I'm really sorry about the background noise, but I'm out in my garden and, you know, just it's holiday time, so there's loads of vespers on the island. So I have my mug of tea in my eel mug, a mirror, I have Palmer's coconut oil formula with vitamin E, strong roots spray for dry, damaged or colour treated hair, and I've added about 25 drops of sweet orange essential oil. I also have African Pride Olive Miracle Anti-Breakage Formula, olive and tea tree growth oil treatment. I have some bands, and I have cacti, because I have lots of cacti in my garden. They go outside in the summer and they go fucking nuts. So what I'm going to do is I am going to spray my hair. I've just washed it, it's all nice and clean. I'm sorry if I go out of shot, but I've kind of got you propped up on a plant pot and a slim fast tub and whatnot, and I've got to shake this because the orange oil and the coconut oil keep trying to separate. So first I'm going to start off by getting into my scalp with this stuff. God, it smells amazing. Who doesn't love the smell of coconuts? Probably quite a few of you, but I hope the sound is better on, you know, is okay, because I can't remember what this is like. It doesn't matter if a bit of this gets on the body of the dreads either. So that's all in. Oh yeah, it feels amazing. Make sure that is all over your scalp. I feel like I've maybe missed a bit, like on my crown. Trouble is, with using all these oils and things, is everything then gets very, very hard to hold because your hands are slippery. So I'm going to open my little bands. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start probably at the front because I can see what I'm doing with these 3 braids here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, you know, a tiny this is tiny amount on my hands, and I'm going to treat the 3 braids all together at first, and then we're going to do a little bit of palm rolling. Just a little bit more oil, like literally a drop. That 3rd one, although that doesn't really need it because it's got a wrap around it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to braid it. I'm going to go down as far as I can. And I will, in some cases, wrap the longer tail around the others, and then I'm going to secure that with a band. I'm going to use a band mainly because I don't want to fart ass around trying to get it all untied afterwards. So all I've done is just tucked the hair up like that, and now I've got a nice braid here. I'm just going to make make sure it's well treated with oil. I don't know if I'm doing this right, this is my first time. So yeah, so then I'm going to select what side up. I'm not worried too much about the synthetics, they obviously don't need treating, so I'm going to do these three, but I'm not going to treat this with oil because this is a synthetic. I am going to braid it, so we'll see. I was told that synthetics would also which oil there?
Oh, hello!
Hello!
I thought it was using.
Can you grab that bit of jewellery there? You see it by my toe? Just pulled one of my veins out.
I'll just put it right.
Yeah, put it there. That's perfect.
Why do I smell something?
It's the oil in my hair.
Ugh.
It smells of coconuts and oranges. I guess Darryl doesn't like coconuts. Oranges. I know he likes orange. There's a massive bumblebee over there investigating the flora. I hope they suddenly don't think that I smell flora, and I don't. I smell of oranges. Now what I'm going to do, because I've run out of my third tail, which is my synthetic, I'm just going to do like a 2-strand twist, like so, and then I'm going to, so I've done a 2-strand twist at the bottom, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it up and wrap it to try and secure it so it doesn't come undone too much. It probably will, but yeah, it's really hard to do because my hands are already oily. Okay, so oh, I didn't actually braid the synthetic. You know, if I did, it was a different one.
Here's your box.
Thank you. Can you go and play, yeah? Because my arms hurt already.
Why?
So I think I'll swipe them over there. I've now got this one that I've got to find a bloody home for. So I've got 2 braids and a short one. I'm going to put a little tiny drop on.
Mom,
and treat this one. So what I'm actually braiding here is a synthetic braid already in my hair, a synthetic lock, and my own hair. So that'll be interesting. My back's aching because I'm sitting on the garden bench. It's not very comfortable. I've got a lot of hair. Right, so swap that over. So I can't really see what I'm doing because the sun's like blinding me. Okay, so next 3. I don't know if you can see how foofy they are from being washed. So I'm putting about 3-4 drops of this olive oil, rubbing it into my hands, and then I will rub it down the shafts of the dreads, of the 3 of them, and then I'll go on each individual dread. Do a bit of palm rolling. I'm not bothering about my jewellery, you know, that can stay in. I mean, the palm rolling will also help if your hair's wet with any lumps and bumps you've got, if that bothers you. Not that it does me, but I know it does some people. Those 3 were pretty much all the same length. So that's good. It's very annoying when your hair is all different lengths. When it's all the same length though, it's like, yay! So stick that band in. There you go, nice neat braid. Okay, so that's pretty much one side of my head done. What have I got here? Let's have these 3. 1 short and 2 longer. Yes? Some of my beads are coming out as I'm doing this, that's fine. I'll just put them aside and put them back in once I've taken all this out. When you palm roll, you want to do it reasonably hard, you know, you don't want to just with no, you want to put a little bit of pressure against your hands. Imagine your hands the point of impact when you're clapping. That's sort of where you want to be. That's why it's a bit tiring. That's something I don't do very often. Here's my little baby one. This one's mostly extension, but it's human hair extension, so my hands are super oily now, so this should be doing my hair some good. Okay, so let's have those three. One of those is a synthetic. Oh, that bumblebee's caught in a spider web. Who do I save, the bee or the spider? Fucking bee. That's I do. That might have been a false widow. I hit it with my phone. Yeah, the bee's given itself a good clean now. The bee's given itself a good clean. And the spider went the other way, I think. Right. So, yeah, I was going to do these three. Now, I can feel my hair start to dry out, so I'm just going to grab some water to spray it with. So, I've just got some water. I'm just going to spray my hair, get it wet, because oil works better on dry hair. I seem to have 3 locks there, 4 locks rather. So that one and that one. So make sure it's wet, a couple of drops of oil. I think that bee's alright, you know. I think he's flown away now. He was a little bit tangled up in webbing, but he was sort of clean, you know, cleaning himself off just now when I went past, so yeah, I saved a bumblebee. Now somebody's going to go, you shouldn't have saved it because they do this, this and this. I don't care. I'm not palm rolling the other two because they're synths. I'll help a bee over a spider any day. Right, so what I'm doing now is I'm at the end, and I'm at the end of the shortest braid, and I'm twisting the 2 other braids, and I'm now at the end of the second braid, so I've still got all of this on the other one. So what I do is I take it up and I wrap it back up and around the dread itself. Okay, so it's holding everything together, and then I grab my band like so. And then I'm just going to wrap that round, holding the tails of the ends down, basically. You might be able to hear crickets. I get a lot of crickets in my garden as well. Braids, braids, braids galore. Right, what have we got here? Let's have these 3. Water.
There's a package.
Daryl and his packages. Okay.
And something is in it.
Is it?
I'm going to see what it is at the playground, because if it's something to play with, then I'm going to play with it at the playground.
Okay.
See ya.
Okay. This is not something I would do in the winter, I think, because you've got to... Your hair's got to be quite wet to braid it. And I think it would just take too long to dry, unless I buy like a dryer, hair dryer with one of those hoods, you know. Not only that, but this is exhausting. Braiding it all. So let's flip over what I've already done. That doesn't look too bad, it just looks gnarly. That looks quite good actually. And they'll dry really quick in this heat because it is fucking hot. Okay, so I'm going to start at the other side now. And let's start with these three. I love this bead, one of my kids got it for me, it's a lotus flower. All secured, nice and neatly. The good thing about braids and dreads is that you can actually like bend them to shape.
Hello!
Hello! What I might do in a minute is like respray it all.
I just figured out
with water and then do like another treatment.
Can
you stop talking while I'm talking please? It's very rude. I've got oil on my glasses. I can't see a fucking thing. I have so much loose hair, you guys. That's all going to have to be taken in when my hair is dry. You don't use a crochet hook when your hair is wet because hair is stretchy when it's wet and you can cause more damage trying to crochet it while it's wet. So do your crochet maintenance when your hair is dry, not wet. I've moved the angle to see whether that helps you guys or not. Little daisy. Okay, so I'm all done. It's all braided. It's actually like drying super fast due to the sun. So what I'm going to do now is, this is that rose water and aloe vera mix that I made up, and I'm going to spray this on as well. I hope I haven't put too much oil on. I probably used about that much of the bottle. It's very hard to know what is the right amount to do on yourself, so I'm literally just going to take my glasses off because I've cleaned them about 5 billion times because I keep spraying stuff on them. So I did not braid the other the other two synthetic braids I've got.
That looks nice.
I've just left them loose, and I've got one.
Oh, you got my hand.
One dread that came out when I was washing my hair, one of my Darryl dreads. So that's drying outside, and when I take all this down, it's up here somewhere. There it is. When I take all this down, I'll just reattach it. Okay, so that's in. It feels beautifully soft.
I'll go and get the stuff for me.
No, it's alright, I don't need anything. Oh. He's been waiting to play with me, bless him. Yeah, some of them they've not, like, that was obviously a plait that's gone wrong, so I'm going to redo that. That was like the first or second one I did, so what I'll do is redo it because now I know what I'm doing a bit better. I know how to hold the twist that little bit better. So what you do when you run out of one of the braids, you can continue the twist, just do a 2-strand twist on the other two all the way, and then fold it up or wrap it round. Wrapping it round is probably the best idea because then it still makes it curly at the end. A bit like a bantu knot, I suppose. It just means you've got a knobbly end. Nothing wrong with a knobbly end.
I just got some stuff on the shelf upstairs.
Right, so that's a little bit better. So I keep an eye on them. So I've got a couple where they're sort of like, maybe, maybe not. But I reckon if I spend a little bit of time out in the garden today, these are going to dry super duper fast.
But we're going to do a quick bath.
We are going to do a quick bath. So this is what I would look like with really chunky dreads.
Let me get in.
Well, we're by the window so nobody can see us because of the light. Get down. So my poor camera got really, really hot out in the garden. I'm trying to use my camcorder a little bit. So you'll have to let me know if the sound is any better on my camcorder, if the picture is any better on my camcorder, or whether it's just better on my iPhone. Because I figure if I'm at home, I might as well use my camcorder. Because, you know, I've got it here and, you know, that's as wide as I can get it when I'm hand holding it. I don't know, you have to let me know. It's just a little bit more awkward than my phone, I suppose. My phone's easier. Weirdo. A word to the wise. Do not go into your local little corner shop on a holiday weekend and do 4 or 5 separate fucking transactions. I spent 10 minutes queuing over the shop. So my self-care is extending to pizza. Chocolate. And vodka. I'm so sick of the noise of 2-stroke engines. This is going to go on for another 2 fucking days yet as well. I mean, yes, they're bringing in revenue and all of that lot, and, you know, we should be grateful, which I am, but...
I want another one of those
noise, you know, it's the noise, it's constant. And why do they all wear jeans and those bomber jackets and red DMs? What's that all about? So, anyway, could you just get out of my kitchen and stop asking me for things? I'm having chips too, because why the fuck not? So, they need to go in the wash. They are dry. Oh, I think I might go sit out in my garden for a little while. My hair will dry quick then. I don't know how long to keep these in for after my hair is dry. I'm definitely going to keep them in tonight, I think, because I can always put it back into like a low scrunchie or something if it annoys me too much. When your freezer's just not got enough room for all the vodka you want to put in it. Take away some fish fingers because nobody eats them. Because Darryl did go on a fish finger craze. Then he decided he wasn't going to eat them anymore after I'd bought 6 million of them, you know. Right, that's my pizza and ice cream. I've got Snickers. Ice cream Snickers. Pudding tonight. So I think I'm going to go sit out in my garden with a book for a little bit and read. I'm up to 3,000 steps.
Stab.
Will you stop stabbing me in the bum with a lightsaber?
And this is an...
There's something you don't hear every day. My hair smells friggin' amazing. I can smell it every time I move. It's a blend of like aloe and rose and all of that lot. I lost a nail. Yeah, it smells amazing. So, yeah. Got a little dosage cup, which I'll probably put that somewhere because I'm sure that will probably come in useful. You know, like you do, and then you never use it, and in 3 years' time you go, oh, fuck, I'm going to throw that away. And then 2 days after you throw it away, you need it again. So, ooh, chocolate. Yeah, I was going to go sit outside, but it's come over all cloudy and dingy now, typically. Yeah, I need somewhere to store all these fucking products. I didn't do the face mask either. Oh well. I did moisturise my face, which is something. So, yeah. Good morning. How are you? So my hair has stayed up in braids for the most part. I will admit it feels like maybe I've used a bit too much oil, but there isn't really much I can do about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull today's card, and then I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get dressed, and I'm going to do my makeup. I'm going to make myself look fucking gorgeous because my grandson's coming today. Depending on how my hair turns out, depends on what I do with it. I might stick it up in a thing because I finished my headband last night. It looked great. I finished it about like 10 o'clock and then it was like, what do I do now? And I ended up going to bed early because I was considering getting my wheel out, and then I was considering like picking up my sock knitting, and I thought, you know, if I pick anything else up I'm going to be here until gone midnight, and I really wanted a good night's sleep. So yeah, that's what I did. Anyway, I shuffled the cards. Excuse me. Let's have that one. Two of Cups. I'm getting a lot of cards regarding relationships at the moment. Okay. I had the Queen of Cups. This is a compassionate person, someone who takes time out to listen to you. That was the old lady. Do you remember having a cup of tea and what looked like possibly a homeless person on the streets? And then I had the Four of Cups, which was the kid sitting by the river and he had his headphones on, and I said it was like feeling lonely. And then yesterday I had the Empress, which was the mother figure. And today I've got the Two of Cups. Now, Cups is all about emotion. Somebody, is it you, is feeling lonely, cut off, unwanted maybe, yeah. Whatever it is, it's got you feeling like nobody cares. You know, that's not the case. This is what all these cards are telling me. This is not the case. You are loved, you are wanted. We are all one big happy family. You know, you have friends, even though you feel like you don't. And it's quite often the friends that you don't realise that you have that are the ones that are there for you. So this is the Two of Cups. And this one is all about relationships. Now, it could be, you know, a lover relationship. It could be a sibling relationship. It could be a mother-child relationship, or a child and grandpa type relationship. It could be your best friend. It could be somebody on the internet that you're friends with. It might even be the person that serves you over the shop. Do you know what I mean? Or it might be your kid's school teacher. Or, you know, it's all to do with relationships. And some of these relationships are chronically important. And some of them maybe aren't quite so important. They might just be a little relationship. But it's all these little relationships that help you connect with everybody else. Now, you might not be fantastic friends with your child's school teacher. You know, after all, you only really get to talk to them for a year, don't you? And, you know, it might be that once that year's over, you never talk to them again. But for that year, they are one of the most important people in your lives, because they are in charge of your children for however many hours a day, 6 hours a day, or whatever. You know, you might have a friend online that you've never met them, but they're really, really good friends, and you can tell them things, yeah? And you might tell them things that you've never told anybody else. That's the bartender syndrome. Do you know? You go to a bar, you tell your bartender everything. But that's okay, because, you know, you might never see them again. You know? And the relationships you have with people.
Two of Cups.
Well done.
Okay, so
are very, very important, even if they are just the little relationships.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people.
I mean, on this card, there's even a little kiddie and a dog. That's a that's a relationship too. You
and
know?
the little fairy.
Relationships are important.
And this little fairy down
talk. Go away.
Give me haggle.
All relationships are important, okay? So don't feel that you don't connect with anybody, because you must connect with somebody. Okay, you might feel like a bit of a loner or a bit of an outsider. Believe it or not, we all do, to a point. You know, there are people that I don't connect with, or I do connect with. You know, I even have a relationship of sorts with my next door neighbour. You know, one next door neighbour, I talk to her whenever I see her, we chat. You know, I look after a dog for her sometimes, or I will be soon. And the other neighbour, my relationship extends as far as moaning when he's shouting and screaming at his PlayStation. playing FIFA. Fucking weirdo. You know, our relationship is wonderful. It works really well. So it's all about relationships. Okay, enjoy the relationships you've got, even if they're only little ones, you know. I'm really sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I slept really well last night. Yeah, even if they're only small relationships, they're still relationships, and they are important. They're important to you, and they're important to your mental health and well-being, to connect to other people or other beings. So if you have a dog, revel in your relationship with your dog. If you have a cat, give your cat a cuddle. Your cat might not like it, but give your cat a cuddle anyway. Just don't send me pictures of your scratches, because it's not my fault. Right, so that is now done. There's a card here that I keep seeing a bit of, and I'm like, oh, it's my new Tuesday. I keep seeing that section of the card, and I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. I may. This was the card that came with my these two wraps. And even though I want to keep the card because I'm seriously thinking about just cutting that bit and using it as a border. But I think what I'm going to do is, because she's nicely left the back clean, I think I'm going to journal on the back of it and then sort of stick it in as a flappy or something. Right, I'm going to write that down in my book. Let's use Glyn. Okay, what I've written is relationships are important, whether close or not, they are a way to connect. So today is last day of the vlog, because I upload usually on Sundays. So don't forget, I want to know whether you think I should do this tarot thing on like a reel or something on Instagram, because I sort of gabbled at you for a good 4 or 5 minutes there. Is that something you think I should maybe do daily on Instagram? Would you watch it? I'm going to go upstairs and get dressed and brush my teeth. Well, I'm going to finish my smoothie and get all ready, because I'm pretty sure in about an hour, maybe just after that, my grandson's coming to see me. Yay! And I want to go upstairs and get ready, get dressed, and take all of these braids down. And I want to even put a face on. One thing I forgot to do yesterday before I braided was to separate my roots. So this is all getting a bit tight and heavy, which is why I want to take it down. I'm also really worried about how it's going to look, because if I leave the braid to sit over my glasses like that, I get a slightly oily smudge on the side of my glasses. So I think my hair's going to have to go up, which is a bit upsetting, because I can't have it touching my face all the time. So obviously I must put too much oil on, I think, or it's not dry, you know, that could be it. I don't fucking know. I don't know what to do, but I'm going to take these out anyway, because the braids are pulling in places. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you later. Hello. So what have we done today? Not a lot. It's just 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that.
I'm tired.
A little bit crinkly. So yeah. Callie came round with my grandson, which was nice. We got cuddles. Then we went down and seen my mother. And the scooters are having a ride out, which means that basically they all get together and ride in fucking huge packs. And they all basically go from one point on the island to another. Noisy, smelly, and I hate it. Everybody on my road hates it, because they ride up our road, beeping the horns and making generally a fuck ton of noise. Not very nice. So, yeah. We're going home. I don't know what I'm going to do today, really. No, well, the day's almost over now. We're going to have dinner soon. Come on. I don't know what time it is, because I didn't charge my watch this morning and the battery's gone flat. Ooh. So, yeah. Which means it's probably not picked up stats. Fitbits, thankfully, when they die, they go into like battery saving mode, so they still pick up your steps. Put it down. Don't pick things up from people's gardens, please.
I didn't.
Well, it looked like you did. Yeah, so they still measure your steps for quite a bit. I doubt Apple Watch does that, but there we go. I thought I was just about to fall over then. Yeah. Stop touching stuff on the floor! God's sake! Kids, don't listen.
I just found what it is. Orange?
Yeah, it's a holiday weekend now. August bank holiday we call it. So there'll be no post today or tomorrow because we don't get post on Sundays, and on bank holidays we don't get anything, you know, because the posties have the day off as well. So all the stuff that I'm waiting for isn't going to come tomorrow either, which means it'll probably come Tuesday. Well, some of it's going to come Tuesday. Some will come probably Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah. He won't kiss me because I got lipstick on.
I was going to do
I get a lipstick kiss.
No.
Oh, I'm not kissing you then. No,
One lipstick and
No.
then the cheek.
Mwah. Thank you. He's going at me now. You haven't got lipstick on. He never believes me. So yeah, I really like the crinkly look on the dreads. Ow! I think part of they would have been more crinkly, I think, if I had done them when they were really, really wet, you know. I think they were almost too dry. You know, I mean, one way to do it would be to braid them in the fucking shower, you know. But I don't have a walk-in shower, so I can't do that. One issue I also had was the bands kept breaking. I don't know whether that's because of the oil that was in my hair or what. Now, my hair felt really oily yesterday. Today, it feels much better. It doesn't feel... I was worried that it would transfer and all that lot, but it actually doesn't feel too bad today, which is good. So yeah, I don't know how long the crinkle's going to last in my hair, which in one way, hello pussycat. I'm kind of this cat. This is the cat that terrorizes my cat.
Can I go?
He's an asshole. No, come on. Yeah, he's an asshole. He picks on my cat.
How?
Yeah, because I've already lost quite a lot of crinkle. That could be due to the weight, but I've seen other people do it, or it could be due to the fact that my hair wasn't wet through. Even though I just washed it, it dried very, very quickly. So I think in future it might be something that I would possibly go down to my mum's and do it while in the shower, you know. That might be a way to do it. I wish I could have a walk-in shower. My mum said maybe next year. It'd be nice. I would prefer a shower than a bath, quite frankly, especially with dreads, because it's just so much easier to stand in the shower than it is to lean over the bath when I want to wash my hair. So I understand why black people do bantu knots or lock knots, because the ends where I wrapped them round themselves are really, really curly. I mean, on the whole, it looks nice. There's more body to it. But yeah, I don't know.
Lunch, have you?
Yeah, I had a munchie earlier. So, yeah. I don't know. I like it though. Yeah, I would do it again. But yeah, I would probably do it in the shower. And I would definitely do it during summer, because it does dry quicker, you know. I don't know whether drying time would be hugely extended on braided locks during the winter.
Let's go on the back.
No, because I've got kids to the front. So yeah, something I'll experiment with, I guess, because I don't want to be walking around in winter with slightly damp locks. A, because mould, and B, because wet hair in the cold isn't very nice. This is the noise that I live with at the moment. And that was only 6. No, 4. There was a massive ride out earlier. God, it stunk. And everybody's out here filming it going, yeah, and I'm like, oh, I bet you've been moaning all weekend like me. That was just one. See how fucking noisy they are. Arseholes. Go home and play outside your own bloody house. And people are there going, oh, don't be such a miserable bitch, you know, and all that lot. How dare people enjoy themselves, you know, keyboard warriors. And I'm like, you can tell you don't live on the main route that they take every day, all day. Shut the door. You know, I wouldn't mind it if it's just every now and then. I really wouldn't mind it. But it's not just every now and then. It is all day. From about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Don't forget to close that up when you're done. Yeah. From about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning until late. It is all fucking day and it is horrendous. You know, I'm so over it. And people are like, oh, it's only 3 days a week, 3 days of a year. Well, actually it's 4. But, you know, because you normally get here on Friday and then they don't go home until Monday night. And I'm like, oh, well, actually it's 4 days that they're here. And, you know, they are right outside my house. Yesterday, it's like I said to Alex earlier, it was like having surveillance on me yesterday because if it wasn't scooters out the front, it was a helicopter flying overhead. So, yeah. Rant over. I'm going to go and charge my watch. I think, because it is deed. And, yeah, I watched a bit of telly and...
Actually, I'm watching the telly.
You watching telly? We'll go and watch it then. Go on.
Bye.
Anyway, I was going to show you the full. If you haven't seen my Instagram, that's how they came out. They have uncrinkled ever so slightly. Some of them are like amazing. Look at that, Riddler. I've got all my wraps and stuff in today because Callie wanted to see them, and that's the back. I love how it looks, I really do. I like the texture of the crinkles. I am thinking of copying something that Liz Kidder did. What she did was she bought some human hair that matches her colour. You could get, like, matches your colour or get a different colour. And she threaded it through the root of her lock. Just crocheted it together at the top. And then, so she's actually got loose hair going over her locks. Looks amazing. It's given it so much body. I'm seriously thinking about having a go at that as well. So, right. Yes. Put you down there. Take my watch off. Plug up the charger. Ding. Yeah, it's being charged. It is dead as a dodo. I think that's the first time I've let it die down completely since I got it. Whew. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, and yeah. I'll speak to you later. So, do you know that song 1, 2, 3 I'll Be There? The 1, 2, 3 song I'll Be There by, I think it's Bruno Mars. I don't, never heard it. And I'm scrolling through Instagram, Daryl watching over my shoulder, as he quite often does, and it came up, Daryl knew all the words. And I was like, what the fuck, did you hear that? What school, he says. I'm like, oh, okay then. Right, I don't think there's much else to report, and it's a Sunday evening, so I'm going to sign the vlog off and upload it to YouTube so you lot can watch it. Yeah, so I've had a good day. Yeah, I had a really, really good day. Callie and Rob came over with Nathaniel. It was lovely because he's so cute and adorable. I don't know what this is doing, this one. It just seems to want to stand up crazily. So yeah, loving the curly back. I actually had one over here that I hadn't undone, so yeah. Put my green ones in so Callie could see these ones. So yeah, that's it. I think all in all I need about 20 minutes to do my makeup and put my wraps in and put my hair up of a morning. That's not too bad, is it? I don't know. I've never been one of those little girls that have been like, oh, but I need to get ready in the morning. Especially not since having dreads. It was just like, get up and go, you know. Although I do need an hour to drink either a cup of tea or my smoothie, one or the other. So yeah, drinking a lot less tea at the moment. So yeah, I am going to catch up on some wrestling. I am up to Wednesday, which was Dynamite, AEW Dynamite. I literally just started that. I've only watched 12.5 minutes of it, so I've got another hour and 30 to go, and then I've got NXT UK, SmackDown and AEW Rampage. So I think I'm going to be in here watching wrestling most of the night. Yeah, that's about it really. I do have a question for those of you that wear makeup. Okay, when I've had makeup on all day, can you see it tends to disappear about here? I don't know if you can see it on that eye, but you can see, like, because I put dark on like all of this bit, and then this bit it seems to want to disappear on. Can you see? Why does it do that, and how do I prevent it from doing it? Because I've got quite hooded eyes in that corner. Is that what it is? Have I just got to sit there like that for a little while until it's all dried? You know, you've seen it. I don't know whether I showed you when I did my makeup, but I do use a setting spray. So, you know, and I sit there and waft it until it's dry. So how can I stop that happening? Because by the end of the day, it looks a bit patchy otherwise and not quite so nicely blended. This is a bit of a shit. It's quietened down a lot now, Screwtwist wise. I'm hoping the majority of them go home tomorrow. Well, they probably go home tomorrow night because, you know, they've got to go back to work on Tuesday. So I might see if we can get out to the shops. That'll be good. So I'm going to close the vlog off here. Tell me what you think of my hair look. Do you like it? Is this something you think I should do more often? You know, I'm also sort of curious as to how it'll look when I try and put it up in a bun. With it being sort of crinkly, you know, will that make it a messier bun? Will it work or will it not work? Or I've got the elastic of my toggle lock caught up now. Let's have a look. You'll have to tell me what you think. And because I finished my headband, I wanted to put it on so you guys could see. So let's take these out because I don't really want to have these in when I do it. This is how easy it is. Because you've just made that loop, you just loosen it. I mean, I could do it where I just, you know, put it on like a hairband, putting up a ponytail. But it's quicker to do it this way. Go to bed.
Hi.
You're supposed to be in bed.
I was saying hi. Mum absolutely sprayed me right now.
Did you or did you not tell me to?
And tomorrow I'm going to take her glasses off, shut her eyes, and then spray her all over her body.
Right. Says you. Go on, off you go to bed, please.
Good night. And if you're watching
I'm not.
good night.
Go on. Don't you dare blow raspberries on me. That one got caught on my bead. But yeah, the reason I put these in like this and not like hairbands is because, quite frankly, they're a lot quicker and easier to get out. Because the thought is as well that they can loosen themselves if necessary, you know. So go on, Daryl, bed please. Where's the other one? you know, whereas these ones look bulky at the top because I'm just doing hair. So I might, a friend of mine said she'd make me some if I wanted them. So I might say to her, well, look, here's my wraps to give you ideas. Let's get some hairbands and you know, see if I can get her going. I think she'd do well to make it a business. I could be her model. That'd be cool. So yeah, Nikki, if you're watching, let's talk business. Right, okay, so I am going to stick this on around my neck first. Should have done this before doing makeup, but there we go. This way I can get a couple of pictures as well. So you put it on and you put it around. Oh, I've still got one in over here. Pulled the wrong bit. That's it. I am really looking forward to seeing this on. I haven't actually worn it with my hair up since making it, because I had my hair in braids when I finished it last night. Ah, bits falling down. Well, it certainly looks crinkly. Oh my gosh, I love it. I don't like my ears in, which might be part of my problem. Hang on, I've got a load of loose hair at the back. Just got to find the band now because I've let go of it. Is that it? Feels it. So the idea is this can go quite far up at the back. I think that might look better that way. Oh my gosh, I really, really like that. I forgot the cross in the middle though. That's the hard bit, it's getting the cross in the middle. So that you can then open it. Don't want quite that much sort of hanging down, do I? Oh yeah, that's really nice. Love it. Absolutely. What do you think, you guys? A little flower. That was on like a purse, wallet. Callie gave it to me. I love my hairband. Absolutely love it. Might make more. Put them up for sale or something. Yeah, really like that. Okay, right, I'm going to close the vlog off here. Let me know, what do you think? What do you think of the curls? What do you think of the new headband? Do you like it? Is it me? Also, I want people in England, because I don't want to order from abroad, I want more bohemian style clothing. You know what I mean? Sort of like hippie style clothing, because I just think it would look better on me. But obviously being plus size is an issue, because they seem to think that hippies are all size 8s. And yeah, try put the 1 in front of that, because you know I'm a faffy girl. So if anybody knows where I can get something nice that is comfortable that I can wear, or like really nice patterns for clothes, I'm willing to have a go at making them. I'm gonna go shopping for fabric next week. Take my mum fabric shopping, she'll love that. So that I can have a go at doing that thing with the jeans. Bueno, I love Kinder Bueno. Yeah, so yeah, tell me what you think. Suggestions, comments, questions, feedback, adoration, kisses, you know, all that all goes down there. Yeah, as you will by now know, because I said it a couple of days ago, I am no longer doing Today in My Boo Journal. I just felt like it was the same thing over and over again, and I would quite often forget what I was putting or what I was telling you guys in my journal videos. You know, I felt like I was repeating myself sometimes, because I know some people aren't interested in the journal videos, and then some people only watch the journal videos. So, you know, those of you that like to watch both, well, you know, I'm sorry. You know, I've decided not to do it, and I'm happier that I've decided not to do it. Really, you know, I don't even know if I'm going to continue bullet journaling. I like it and I like the aesthetics of it, but I'm kind of living off my phone at the moment. I don't take it out and about with me, and it's something I just have to sit down with. You know, I might just go back to my philo and print that off. I really don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I'll admit I haven't, when did I last colour in here? Haven't done anything in it in 4 days. You know, last time I actually coloured a card in was on the 25th. So I'm sort of like, you know, I don't know why I'm bothering with it now. And I could do some videos on junk journaling instead, maybe. I don't know about that either. I don't know whether the junk journaling in that style is for me. I liked my art journal, the one that I was painting and drawing in when I was painting the pages, and I enjoyed doing that most of the time. I'm not really enjoying it. I love how it looks, but it's the process of it. I don't know. I miss journaling every day. Certainly miss that. So there we go. Anyway, that's it for this week. Start all over again tomorrow. Yeah, I really like this. So yeah, if you've got any ideas of stuff that I can talk about on my vlogs as well, you know, let me know. I mean, you know, if there's anything you want to know, if I consider it enough limits, I'll just ignore it. But yeah, let me know. If you've got any questions, chuck them on. Let's do a Q&A. Yeah, let's do a Q&A. All right, all the questions down, and then at the end of the week I could answer them. What do you think about that? I've only got like about 10 viewers, so I don't suppose it really really matters. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, there's a few things that you guys need to answer. Should I do a card a day on my Insta stories? What do you think of the hair and the headband? Is there something do you think I could make and sell these? It was a free pattern, and it's only on Trelac. It's quite easy once you know how to do it. This took me a few days, I think, to make this. Is there something you would buy? Not necessarily just for dreadheads, but, you know. I know that I have been asked for the purple ones. I don't want to make too many notes because at the moment, you know, I've still got that RSI pen going in my thumb, so I don't want to make too many crochet ones, but knitting is, you know, it's easy, isn't it? So would you buy something like this, you know? And whatever other questions I asked, I can't remember. And can I ask a huge favour as well? When you leave a response, can you give me some idea of what you're actually replying to? Because sometimes I've had some people go, yeah, I do that too, and I'm like, what do you do? Why? You know, especially when it's on an 1.5 hour long vlog, and I'm like, that's not helpful, dude. So yeah. Anyway, love you loads. Love you all really loads. And I will see you next week. Have a fantastic week. Hope you're all okay. Take it easy, guys. Bye.